Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson, Sports Center, brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, home of smoke-free slots and the highest payout percentage in the area. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, more spins, more wins, more fun. The official start of NFL free agency and the new league year is 3 p.m. Central Time this afternoon. That doesn't mean there hasn't been a flurry of activity already over the last 48 hours with the open negotiating window in full display. The Green Bay Packers quite active, both with players leaving Titletown and a couple coming to Green Bay. The most recent addition, according to reports, Skyy Moore, wide receiver who doubles as a special teams returner, agreeing to terms with the Green Bay Packers. Again, all that per reports. Everything can become official as early as 3 o'clock this afternoon. Plenty to talk about in free agency on Wilde and Tausch with Bryan Bulaga stopping by at 9:30 this morning here on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Homer also joins at 10:35 as Marquette gets ready for the Big East tournament in New York City.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Is the Wednesday edition. The Bryan Bulaga, Steve the Homer True, Evan Cohen. We've got a lot of folks that are helpful to making this show tick. But we got Jesse Nelson back after not having him yesterday. Welcome back, Jesse. Edition. The Brian Gutekunst may not come on this show, but he clearly listens. He got himself a return man, just as Tausch told him he should. Edition. And the Jesse, help me out here. You're a scholar of Shakespeare, from what I understand. Wherefore means why, right? Doesn't actually mean where. Okay, I thought maybe you would know. I feel like that's true. I'll have to be fact-checked.
Thanksgiving Eve game?
What?
Yeah, I like this idea.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I was actually going to get to that because I thought there was no way that Mr. Player Safety.
Oh no, I'm out on player safety.
Everybody else is on board with that.
I've joined the club, man. Entertain me.
Entertain me. Edition of Wilde and Tausch. Wherefore art thou, Mark Tauscher? On 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, everything you need, an ESPN Wisconsin app, which you can find both in the Apple and Android app stores. I am Jason Wilde in Green Bay. Jesse Nelson is back in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. And resplendent in red, for those of you that don't get to watch on video, He is the Packers Hall of Famer. Are you going straight to the Big Ten tournament right from the studio?
No, sir.
Cheer on the Badgers?
No, sir.
Catch a big Northwestern game tonight?
Is that who's playing? What is
one of
Oregon?
them.
What? Where is Phil Knight with this men's basketball team out there? Wow.
Yeah, apparently money not well spent. It is Mark Tauscher in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios. Tausch, good morning. You've already circled November 25th on your calendar?
No, I mean, I'm on board. I think the NFL is taking over the calendar, and I have fought the fight. I got TKO'd as far as player safety and anyone giving two rips about it. So, as an entertainment guy now, and as somebody that covers and watches and analyzes, Wednesday nights were always, especially as young people, you'd come home, you'd go out to the local watering hole, you'd drink Coors Lights, you'd drink some Tito's, and you'd have a heck of a night. Now, as
Wednesdays?
before Thanksgiving, it's a big deal.
The
It's a
Wednesday.
huge deal.
That one
Yeah,
Wednesday.
it's the big Wednesday of the year. It's the biggest
Not every
Wednesday.
Wednesday, but that one.
I mean, at
except for
Bradley,
that one
at Wing
Wednesday.
Wednesday, it was like dollar bottles and 49-cent wings at one of the
They're
local
trying to get
places.
people-
Sounds beautiful.
It was a good spot on a
Sounds
Wednesday. I didn't
beautiful.
think that was universal across the board.
No. It's not. That wasn't for that. It was your buddies were coming home. Everybody was coming home from college. Or people were coming home, and you'd have that was the deal. And now, as we're older, obviously it doesn't happen, at least in our household. So put a game on. Totally on board. Shefty just reported this, and it would be, you're looking at, you got the Thursday triple header. All right, you got the Lions and Cowboys. That's a lock stocker. Boom, boom, boom. And then you play the Thursday night. Green Bay's played it a few times. Totally on board. Love it. How do we find out? Can we get more?
So
give the boys a bye the week before, both teams, and let them come in fresh on a Wednesday. Love it.
So you're serious? This is like
No, I'm
genuine. This is not snark. This is not okay.
Why would it be snark?
Well,
It's more ball.
Yeah, but again, we've had the Mark Cuban conversation before, and while you can pretend that you don't care about player safety, you do. So that's sarcasm, as you like to say. So now, if they're going to play on Wednesday, that they would have to then institute Saturday games.
No, I just told you. You give two buys the week before.
So you get a bye week, and then you get a short week coming out of the bye, so you get cheated out of some. I still don't think that's. I don't like this. I can't believe you're on. I literally saw this story this morning and thought, oh, I can't wait for Tausch to destroy this.
Nope, not going to destroy it.
And
more
you're
ball,
on board.
More entertainment. Yeah, I'm on board. Yep.
It's like I don't even know you anymore.
I wish it wasn't on Thanksgiving weekend.
When do you want it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just a random Wednesday?
Yeah, just give me a
You
day.
realize they
given
played some
Wednesday?
Wednesday games around Christmas a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, that was fine. I
That's
think
fine, but Thanksgiving
there's an
you can't?
oversaturation of football Thanksgiving week.
Because
with
of college ball.
college football all day Friday. Now the NFL has the Black Friday game, rivalry games all day on Saturday. By the time you get to Sunday afternoon of Thanksgiving weekend, it's like, yeah, done. There's
Okay.
too many standalone games
You're
Thanksgiving
bringing up some
week.
fair points. Okay.
So I'm not a fan of Wednesday night football Thanksgiving week.
Who'd have thought that Jesse
I
would be?
guarantee
Leave it for the
you'd watch
Maui
it.
Invitational.
I guarantee you'd watch it.
Maui Invitational and the Battle for
Oh, yeah.
Atlantis
I'm
belong
sure
on Wednesday before
The
Thanksgiving.
Greenbrier Classic is going to keep you from watching a Packers-Chiefs Wednesday night game. Yeah, I'm sure.
No, but Maui
But Maui
and
games will.
Atlantis. Yeah, those are the two.
Sure they will.
Uh-huh.
The Fort Myers Classic is going to keep you
No.
from watching Buffalo Green Bay.
Maui and Atlantis.
Come on, man.
Save that on Wednesdays for those.
All right. Well, I completely misread this situation. I'm disappointed in myself, but more shocked by you. I can't believe you're on board with this. You would.
Yep, I'm totally on board.
So what we're looking at now for Thanksgiving week would be a Wednesday game, 3 Thursday games, Black Friday game.
Oh, we got to have Black Friday.
We're gonna take a beat and have a meal on Saturday.
I got to let college have its day. It's still college football
Michigan,
season.
Ohio State.
By the way, college football needs to have their conference championship tournament bracket that weekend because they need to move away from Big Ten needs to go to an 8-team playoff, and there are 4 teams that win that weekend, which should be Thanksgiving weekend, advance on to the college football playoff.
I saw Army-Navy wants to move to Black Friday, which I think would be a great move if they end up doing that.
Army-Navy deserves its own slot. No, later in the year.
Army-Navy should be standalone 11 a.m. Black Friday.
Yeah, it's not going to happen, but okay.
And then the NFL game is at night on Black Friday? No, it's in the afternoon.
It's at 2 o'clock.
No, it's over
right
in Brazil. Let's move it to it's over in Brazil or something. Don't they usually play that game somewhere?
No. It was in Philadelphia last year.
Well, that's the Brazil of the U.S. Now, who knows, man? I think the NFL is telling you what they're going to do, and I can either sit here and be a phony and say I am outraged. If I'm outraged, I shouldn't cover it and I shouldn't be a part of it.
No, you can disagree with the oversaturation and still cover it and do your job.
No, I mean, we can disagree on that, and that's okay. I would argue that this is the way things are going. Football is about generating more revenue and bringing more entertainment to more entertainment platforms, finding windows. That is the way they're doing it. If you don't like that, I'm fine with you saying, okay, yeah, great, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do something else. That's fine. I am not going to do that. I'm going to watch. So if I'm going to watch and I'm going to cover it, I'm going to analyze it, I'm being a little phony baloney-ish when I say I don't think I should do it. Like, that's just how it is. Like, I don't know how you can look at it in any other way. You can be critical.
We disagree with Bryan Bulaga all the time. That's our job. We can disagree with Roger Goodell. That's our job. This is I think this is another bridge too far.
Yeah, this is a fundamental.
Doesn't mean that if the Packers play it, I'm going to boycott the game.
Why
I
not?
still have to do my job.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't, though.
Yes, there are people counting on me. I have to do my job.
Oh, okay.
I disagree with some of your takes. Does that mean I should quit?
You can disagree without being disagreeable.
Can you?
Depends.
So, all right. So I am completely thrown for a loop here because I was here was my mentality coming in. Okay? Oh my gosh, the Packers did exactly what Mark Tauscher told them they needed to do. They did not get Rashid Shaheed, but they went out and got a dude that actually is primarily, almost exclusively a return guy in Skyy Moore.
For a couple million bucks, right?
Yeah, boom.
Yep.
This is where we're starting. This has got to be it. Then I saw Adam Schefter's report about this Wednesday game. I'm like, oh boy, ain't going to like this. So pigs to slaughter, Mark Cuban.
All right,
totally
how many
wrong.
of us? Here, let's just get down to it. Since we're all going to sit here and we'll complain, the players. Will we watch it?
I don't know if I will if it's not a game that I'm covering.
No, I'm going to watch it. Jesse?
I watched, I think, one drive of the 2 Black Friday games that have aired each of the last 2 years.
Yep.
I would be much more...
This is going to be a standalone, though.
So is Black Friday.
No, Black Friday's got a bunch of college ball, too.
I would be much more prone to watch a Wednesday night game going into Thanksgiving than I would Black Friday.
I couldn't agree more. I'm with you.
But we're not going to get rid of the Black Friday game. We're going to have that
they'll get rid of Black Friday. Amazon's not going to like that. Netflix or Paramount or Peacock or...
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. There's another layer to this.
Whatever else.
Where is this Wednesday game going to air?
No, it's going to get
somebody else is going to get in. They want more people in.
This has Peacock written all over it.
You think this will be a Peacock?
Yeah, because they did the Christmas game with the Packers.
No, it won't be because Peacock is Thursday night. Peacock/NBC will be Thursday night.
I don't think they've ever done a Thursday night.
Yeah, NBC always does the Thursday night game.
Right, but it's not Peacock exclusive.
No, but it's Peacock
on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's a Peacock, but they want to get the other platforms in. They already got NBC and Peacock hooked. This is throwing out bait, and they're bringing in a lunker. There's other lunkers out there.
In the water.
Yeah, they're lunking it. It's you want to make more money. You want to get to that revenue base that you're looking at. You're paying players, $50-60 million. You got to keep generating it, and if they're going to keep generating, I'm going to watch.
Thank you for your service.
I'm not being hypocritical. I mean, I can't sit here.
Right.
I can't sit here.
We can agree to disagree.
I agree
that criticizing this does not mean you're being hypocritical. I'm sorry. I don't think it's good. I do care. I know you don't think I do. We've talked about it before on the concussion issue. I just think they are constantly and unabashedly always trying to go they want to see if it's possible to get to the Mark Cuban point that Mark Cuban said. And they are going to push it to see if that's actually possible. A Wednesday before Thanksgiving. And again, you're saying they give them a bye week the week previous?
Yep.
Okay, fine. But otherwise, you have to have at least 4 days.
Thursday,
So that
Friday,
means-
Saturday, Sunday.
So that means you would have to play a Saturday game first, right?
No, they're having a bye coming into
You
the
don't
Wednesday.
know that. That's not in the report.
That's what will have to happen, Jason. You can't play Saturday games until after December. Like, that's one of the written rules within it. So then you'd have to
because they don't rewrite the rules ever.
Well, not on that, they don't.
They could have the teams play on Thursday night the week before.
Oh, yeah.
And then Wednesday the following week.
Ah,
And then
yeah.
There was
there
like
you
a
go.
COVID game where they had to play on Wednesday, so they had to move the week before's
Yeah, the
games.
Thursday
Yes, Jesse.
well, COVID, the rules didn't exist for anyone and anything. Thursday to
the handshake
Wednesday
guy.
is very
now that only would work for one of the teams. So the other
you
team
do
you would have
doubleheader.
to figure it out.
You could do a doubleheader.
Packers, Bears.
They did that
on
for Christmas,
Thursday,
if you
and
remember.
then
They did a
Packers,
Saturday
Bears.
doubleheader, and then they kind of bracketed it off, and the other teams played each other on that Christmas, which was fun. It's like a little March Madness, if you will.
All right, I want to talk about Skyy Moore. Mark Tauscher said this team needs to get serious about special teams. They need to go out and get a return guy like Rashid Shaheed, who tilted the field for the Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks, who wouldn't have been in the Super Bowl without him. That's what happened. That's where I thought we would start. We didn't. We'll get there next after Tausch tells us about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Our homes need to be ready for just about anything in Wisconsin, and if you don't believe me, take a look outside today. We're getting pelted with snow down here in Madison. You never know what you're going to get, and I love it. I also love Pella Windows and Doors. That's because they focus on quality and durability in everything that they do. The right windows and doors vastly improve your home's comfort, efficiency, and overall styling with Pella. You will get expert recommendations designed around your home, your needs, and within your budget. Don't miss out on 0% financing all the way to 2032. I think that's 6 years.
There'll be Tuesday games by then.
Depending who you ask, it's 6 or 7 years. That offer ends on March 31st. Visit PellaWI.com today to learn more. I'm going to tell you this. We just talked about Wednesday football. We all love football. If you're listening to this show, you more than likely love football. More football. I get Jason's point. We disagree on some of the other things, but what I'm going to tell you is the Green Bay Packers just got markedly better because I'll tell you why I feel that way next.
Nailed
It's
it.
Wilde and Tausch. Thank you.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here. People ask, why did I join UW Credit Union? Well, let's break it down. Convenient local branches, easy to use mobile banking app, rewards checking with early payday, and that beautiful Bucky debit card. Also, they've been serving Wisconsin since 1931, which means they have local expertise that's actually local. So stop by a branch or visit uwcu.org to join today and become a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Wisconsin weather doesn't wait, and neither should you. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we make upgrading your home simple. Right now, order today and get 0% interest until 2032. You heard me right. 0% interest all the way until 2032. Upgrade your windows and doors now and pay over time without paying interest. With our 10-year limited warranty, you can feel confident in your investment. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. 3/31/2026.
Get your team together. Softball is back for 2026. Hey, it's Jesse Nelson. Registration for Madison School and Community Recreation's Adult Summer Softball Leagues is now open. Men's, women's, and all-gender slow pitch and women's fast pitch leagues are forming now for the summer season. MSCR Softball Leagues offer fun for every level of player and welcome all participants. Spend your summer evenings with us on the Ball Diamond. For more information and to register, go to mscrsportsleagues.org. That's mscrsportsleagues.org.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, Those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
What's new at Zimbrick Chevrolet? A lot. A free car wash with every service, plus a brand new detail facility to keep your ride looking fresh all year long. Relax with coffee and snacks while you wait, and if you can't, grab one of their numerous service loaners, take the shuttle, or even get a lift on them. Plus, Zimbrick Chevrolet has the largest new Chevrolet inventory in southern Wisconsin, and you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Holman Lindsay has grown over the years to 27 locations in this great state. Headquartered in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Holman Lindsay has the paints you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Holman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Hi, I'm John Hayes of Goodman's Jewelers. It's hard to imagine, but Goodman's has been the diamond store of Madison since 1933, which means your parents, maybe even your grandparents might have shopped with us. We maintain the same high standards, honesty, and integrity that kept them coming back time and again. Keep their history and our history alive. Shop Goodman's Jewelers today in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. We're online at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's. We're on the Badgers.
Nick Boyd fits Wisconsin basketball the best.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
He is, out of those transfers, the best transfer in Wisconsin portal history.
This is 100.5 ESPN.
Big teaser, markedly better. Tell us more.
I have been all postseason watching the Seahawks go and win, watching these teams score points, and one of my big things all offseason has been it's really tough to overcome 10 or 12 touchdowns that your defense and or special teams score, and we just continue to not. And I know part of that is defense. I'm not arguing that, but our special teams have not been a threat. We have not done anything on that side of the football, especially this last season when Keyshawn decided he wasn't going to return a ton of kicks, and we didn't have any semblance of anything offensive punt return wise. That basically we were giving in 1/3, 33% of your football team. You weren't even, I wasn't going to say competing to, but we were basically irrelevant. Mm-hmm. And we were hoping to not butcher it. And we did end up butchering. We ended up being a net negative. And so for everything that we've talked about, what we've learned so far, what we've done, you've signed 2 core key special teams guys back on the roster. Now, I don't know if Rich Bisaccia leaving. I don't know what goes into all of that dynamic. But by signing old boy yesterday, and I'm not saying he's going to be Gale Sayers or Deion Sanders or whoever, but the Green Bay Packers told us and showed us that they realize we can't continue to just play 2/3 football. We need to at least have someone back there that will move the football forward, has a chance to score touchdowns, will give us opportunities, and give a listless special teams unit some life. That's what I've been kind of campaigning for all offseason. And did I want it to be Rashid Shaheed, or I want someone that's their job. That's what we just did yesterday. So kudos to Goody. The Green Bay Packers got better yesterday because their special teams now has a chance to have a chance. We went in to a battle. We didn't have nunchucks. I don't even know what we came with. We came with duct tape.
A broom.
A duct tape. We're like, well, we're just trying to plug stuff. We don't want to make any mistakes, and when we do, we want to cover it right away. And now we got some weaponry that we're taking into this fight. And that is a positive step forward for the Green Bay Packers and their hopes of chasing it down. We're not just conceding 1/3 of a we fence or special teams or however you want to call it. I don't want to call we fence anymore. That's dumb.
Well, the guy who called it that is gone.
Well,
so
it doesn't mean that he's a culture setter too. It doesn't mean it won't stay.
Even though he's not part of the culture anymore.
Not yet.
Can I ask you a follow-up question on this? Because
it's kind of your job, yeah.
Except on Wednesdays if there's a game being held. So we did this kind of with Mecole Hardman a year ago.
No, I never once said this about Mecole Hardman.
No, you didn't. But the Packers did. They went out and signed him. Dude caught a game-winning touchdown in a Super Bowl. He had a bunch of touchdown returns. In reading about Skyy Moore in Kansas City, he had a fumbling issue, and he lost his nerve as a return man, and that's why they traded him during training camp last summer to the 49ers. Now, he did experience a rebirth there. He had a 98-yard kickoff return. He had a 66-yard punt return. No touchdowns, but those are explosive. He was in the top 10 in both categories. Are we sure? We don't know how the contract is structured. I don't know how much they guaranteed him, but I want to be a little bit measured in our reaction to this because I don't think it guarantees that he's going to be on this roster.
No, if I was a betting man, I'd say he's going to be.
More likely than not, I agree. But this is it feels to me like
what were
this
his
is
stats last year? What were his stats returning kicks?
Let me go to channel3000.com where you can read all about Skyy Moore's edition. He was 6th in the league in kickoff return average at 27.5 yards per return.
Pretty good.
He did have a 98-yard return.
Yeah.
Which I think is noteworthy because that also improves that average significantly. And he had a punt return average of 11.6. That was 9th.
Yeah.
For context,
we had a negative 4 on our return, right?
The Green Bay Packers finished 23rd in kickoff return average at 25.2 yards per return, which is 2 yards less per return.
Didn't have a 98
Yeah, but
yarder.
it's about explosivity. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And 32nd, which would be dead last in punt return average at 5.6.
There's no way we averaged 5 yards of return on punts, man.
That's generous.
That was big early.
Telling you what the stat
that
is.
tapered significantly postseason and playoff. It gives you a chance to have a chance, and it shows you that you know you can't continue on that path. So if there's someone better that comes up, maybe Green Bay will go and pick him up. But as we sit here today, at least we're acknowledging we can't be 32nd again. We can't be 23rd again.
Totally
We
agree.
have to recover onside kicks. The coverage units did get better. Because I was hard on Rich Bisaccia. I am fine with this move. I always forget Acho or Anchan, however we say his name. I'll figure it out by the season. Acord. If Acord now has at least a semblance, he can go in and say, we're not just going to fair catch and hope. We have at least somebody back there that has some explosivity and can make a play. make a guy miss, pick up a 20 or 30-yard return, take one to the house. That is what today's modern special teams need to have. And if you aren't even playing in that game, we didn't even play in that phase last year. Our return game sucked. And when you're playing...
Coverage units were good, though.
When you're playing... I just said that. The two-thirds... When you're playing 66% and everybody else is playing at 100, you tell me if you can overcome that on a daily, on a weekly basis. It's really hard. Green Bay did for a little bit, but I don't remember who bowl-a-thoned up that special teams are going to kick our butt last year. They deserve to win the bowl-a-thon because they were right. It beat us in Cleveland. It beat us a couple of other games. You on your Channel 3000, I'm sure you have all of that documented. We lost games because we were poor on special teams. Now, the kicking game still is up. I think Packer fans are looking at it, and I think we all think that it's going to be McManus. We'll see. But now at least you have said, we stunk. We need to be better. We addressed it early, and we hope. Still, it's hope, but at least it's hope. I literally went into every game at the end of last season thinking, we're going to butcher a punt, and it's going to cost us a game. I was convinced Romeo or whomever they threw back there, and by the way, they throw Josh Jacobs back there. I think he put it on the turf when he did.
He did.
I just kept feeling, don't screw it up. That mentality has been in the special teams defense way too long. And it's signings like this that get rid of that mentality. Yeah. That's why I'm excited about it.
You should be. Just like you're excited about our long-term partnership with American Family Insurance.
Indeed, they have been a proud partner of Wilde and Tausch from the jump, and since 1927, they have been committed to making life better with outstanding home and auto protection. Also, you're free to enjoy your dreams, so insure carefully and dream fearlessly with American Family Insurance.
God, we still haven't even gotten to this whole Maxx Crosby debacle or the fact that Romeo Doubs, the Packers' stellar punt returner and onside kick specialist, is now a member of the New England Patriots. We'll get to that later in the program because Bryan Bulaga joins us next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. Keep it right here after Wilde and Tausch and join us for the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to talk to my friends over at Everlight Solar. Their local team here in Madison is here to keep it simple. From your no-cost consultation to solar panel installation, the team at Everlight Solar will be with you every step of the way. Not only will they help you save money, but by switching to solar, you're also helping save the planet. Everlight Solar, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Check them out at everlightsolar.com.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
My fiance wanted to incorporate me in the process of picking out my engagement ring. And we went to Chalmers, and that was the first place that we went to look for rings.
The staff educated us right away, and we felt very comfortable, and I learned a lot about diamonds.
Chalmers did a great job explaining the process to us, the type of grade of the diamond.
Oh, just from the second you walk in, I mean, there's somebody who's taking you over, showing you exactly what you want in your price range.
I think that my ring is the most beautiful ring I've ever seen, thanks to Chalmers Jewelers.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Buying a new vehicle should be exciting, and that's what Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb aims to do. That's why they vow to give you the better buying experience. Jim Rutledge here. I've had 3 better buying experiences at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, and I keep on going back because the experience and the Chevy is fantastic. So if you're looking for a buying experience, you're going to want to repeat anytime you need a new or new-to-you vehicle, I recommend you make the short drive out to Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb because you're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
Wouldn't you love to roll out with a brand new ride this year? Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison can make that happen this March in our Let's Roll promotion. Be here on Friday, March 27th, when one grand prize winner will receive a $50,000 vehicle certificate toward a new car or truck. We hit the gas starting at 7 p.m. when 24 other winners will each roll the dice for a cash prize between $500 and $5,000. Keep the good times rolling at Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Henningsen with Stoughton Health Ortho Team Clinic. I specialize in joint pain and joint pain surgery, specifically hip and knee replacement, including second-time surgery for hip and knee replacement.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
Brewers baseball is back.
First pitch swinging and a drive to deep left. It's way back and way gone for Brandon Lockridge. First home run of the spring.
You're listening to Madison's new home of the Milwaukee Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
You know what that music means. Joining us now on the Yuengling guest hotline. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America and now officially in Wisconsin. Family owned and operated for 6 generations. DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly. It is Bryan Bulaga, who is on a time crunch today. We keep him like 45 minutes to an hour every time he's on. Now we'll have to show some measure of discipline, so I'm not even going to ask how he is. I'm going to ask him to break the tie. Are you on board with Wednesday before Thanksgiving football? Or are you like, all right,
from an analyst and from a fan's perspective, or from a player's perspective?
Whatever perspective you want it to be from. Don't be trying to influence the balloting.
Asking Brian.
It's 100% influencing the vote.
Yeah, no doubt he is.
Because there's different perspectives on it, I'm sure. All right, Brian.
All right, so do I like it pre-Thanksgiving? Is that the question?
Do you like the idea of Wednesday night football on the Thanksgiving Wednesday?
Thanksgiving Eve football.
Okay. As a player, yes, that means I don't have to play on Thanksgiving. So that means I can be home with my family on Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
That's another good point.
So as a player, I like that. As
you
got to
play Thursday night football the week before, though.
That's lovely. That's just great. I mean, they'll do that to somebody. There's no doubt.
They will, for sure.
Yes, they'll definitely do that to somebody. I think as a fan, though, it's getting a little much. Like, they're just throwing games in pre-Thanksgiving, on Thanksgiving,
Will you watch
Friday.
it? Brian, are you going to watch it if it's on? If it's on a Wednesday night and you're getting families coming into town, you turn it on, or are you going to leave it off and listen to Thanksgiving music?
He's busy making stuffing and stuff, getting ready for the family to come.
I'm sure that's what Brian's doing.
Is there Thanksgiving music like Christmas? I don't know.
That's a great question.
It depends on what the game is.
Okay.
It really depends on what the game would be. Like if they do the famous Houston versus Jacksonville, I probably wouldn't watch that.
That game actually could be sneaky good though now. Houston's got a good defense, a good team. Jacksonville was 12-5, whatever it was. All right, I think we've established that. We only have you for a short amount of time today.
I won.
Yeah, great. Jason, congrats
nice win,
on your
Jason.
win. Yep. Kudos to
you.
you.
Yep.
offensive line-wise, Goody is basically running it back. He's signing Sean Ryan, keeping Banks. Obviously, we don't know where Sheeto's going yet, which is a little surprising. But Jordan Morgan's going to be your left tackle. At least this is where it's going to start. Do you feel better about where this group is than where they were last year at this time?
Not really.
Yeah,
I feel almost, not really. I mean, the left tackle is obviously a big unknown. Obviously, I've talked about it before. Like, if they brought back Sean Ryan, I would have felt good about that. Now, I didn't expect it to be at 11 a crack. That's for sure. That wasn't the number I was expecting, but
a lot less than Linderbaum.
Yes, a lot.
He's going to be a future farmer, whatever that award you won. He's going to get that.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about that. There's absolutely no doubt.
Comes with that big fat donation to the NIL down there in Iowa.
Yeah, he's a first balloter. We'll just put it that way.
No doubt about it.
And then obviously it depends on Banks and if he stays healthy and continues to play the way he did kind of towards the end of the season. Like, is that going to be a consistent performance? And Belton obviously growing into the right guard position. That's still an unknown. Like, does he make a leap from year 1 to year 2? How does that look? And then the thing that I found actually kind of interesting is you re-signed Kennard for depth, obviously, as your swing tackle, but when they had the opportunity to actually play him last year, he never played.
No, he's pretty valuable out of the backfield. You saw him catch that pill and run it.
Ball security's a little sus.
That was a hell of a run by him.
Yes, EB would have been going, woof, Hoss. Woof, Hoss. But it just
it's pretty good, actually.
So that move kind of confuses me at like $3 million a year when you didn't trust to put him in, like when he could have played. So like you're essentially right. He has said we're running it back with the same group. We feel good about this group. And
so how are they going to get better? Brian, because Goody is, I have said, I have been a Goody stan for a long time. It's dulled because we overreacted after the Philly playoff game. We tried to go bigger. Bigger wasn't better. And now we're looking at it. Jordan Morgan better be able to play because if he can't play, now you're scrambling. And I don't know what they're going to do in free agency. I'll be shocked if they don't draft a couple of offensive linemen in this draft. But I don't know if there's depth behind. They're going to put Kennard out at left tackle if something doesn't go well with Jordan. Like, Jordan Morgan needs to be the guy. And if he is not, this thing is in big trouble. This newly recalibrated offensive line. And this unit was under fire for 2 seasons. Goody's done a really good job in a lot of phases. He was wrong on how he approached the O-line, and now he hasn't changed course. I find that interesting.
Nope. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if Jordan Morgan struggles at left tackle, this thing could go off the rails because you just don't have the depth, right? At least right now, right? Like, you don't have it right now to replace that spot. So, I mean, someone's going to say, well, move Zach Tom over there. Okay, well, then who's going to play right tackle? Kennard. All right, well, you didn't trust Kennard last year to play right tackle when Zach Tom got hurt. You moved Jordan Morgan over there, and he didn't really play well over there. So, like, what's the plan in place? So Jordan Morgan needs to work out. It has to work out. You're putting your eggs in that basket. Obviously, he didn't beat out Sheeto last year. When he did get his opportunity against Minnesota, that was a rough game overall for everybody on offense, really. So I don't know what you can really prove from that. So depth needs to be added in the draft because I don't think they're going to go out and get guys in free agency because money needs to be spent on the interior defensive line in free agency right now. Like, that's where you need to address positions. You traded a guy away. It's just there's holes that need to be filled, and if you're going to add depth, you're going to have to do it in the draft for the offensive line. But with that, I don't know how much competition that's going to create within that group. right? Like going into free agency, I'm like, I hope they add some guys that creates competition that pushes guys to have to perform at a higher level. Well, if you add it through the draft, and I'm not saying you can't find a TJ Lang or a Sitton or a Bakhtiari or a Corey Linsley in later rounds, but that doesn't happen all the time, right? Like that's not a normal thing to find those types of caliber players late in the draft all the time, or Zach Tom even for that matter, right? Like, but it took Zach Tom 3 years to develop to get to where he's at when Zach Tom first got there. So bringing in just straight draft picks, unless you take one in the second round that you really like, are you creating competition in that room? And the answer is not really. Like you're not going to threaten anyone or push anyone in that group. I mean, there's a lot of guys getting paid right now. Zach Tom's getting paid. He shouldn't be pushed by anybody. He's the bona fide starter.
Yeah, you got
Belton's
3 guys not getting pushed at all. You got 3 guys are lock stock where they're going to be.
Yep.
And I don't
Jordan
think you feel
Morgan,
great right now. You don't feel great about any of them. Zach Tom's a really good player, but he's coming off of patella.
Yeah.
You got Aaron Banks, who he played okay. He was not good in the beginning of the year. He wasn't able to stay healthy. He's a year older. He's getting paid more.
Yeah.
And then you got a guy that you never even wanted to play that you kind of got stuck and said, we got to pay.
Yeah,
and those
because
3
we have
guys
nobody
are
else.
lock stock going to be in their spot.
Yep. And you got a first-round pick that is playing a position that he's never played besides against
the NFL, yeah.
Minnesota. Yeah, besides against Minnesota.
Jason, how did he play in that game? I know you were taking copious notes in that Viking regular
great.
season finale.
Now, not great. And obviously there's a person on the panel who knows a lot more about football than I do, 2 of them actually, ball knowers. But it was pretty clear even to someone who didn't play the position in the league, he did not have a great day. Now, in fairness to him, he did not play there all year, basically. He's going against the legit Vikings defense, which he would obviously have a greater opportunity to prepare for if he's the starter all season next year. Also, in fairness to him, the guy walked in the door the minute he was drafted and said, I want to be the left tackle, and he basically was told, well, you're not going to be. He didn't win the job as a rookie. He didn't win the job his second year. Now it's his job. So do we give him the benefit of the doubt and say, hey, he's finally playing where he's comfortable, so he should play well?
Yeah.
Yes. Is that guaranteed? Absolutely not.
And there's going to be some growing pains with it. We know
Yes.
that. Brian, you agree he moves well enough to be a left tackle?
Yes. He moves well enough to be a left tackle. Like, I never question his movement and his feet and his things like that, but the one thing I have questioned is his anchor.
Yep.
Like, is his anchor at the position? Because he played guard. That was a struggle. Now, obviously, guard and tackle bodies are different. We all know that and how things happen. But
that's ball
he struggled
knowers. Yeah, we know that.
He struggled in that department when he played guard. And, we haven't really seen much at left tackle and how he's going to be able to handle premier edge rushers when they go speed to power and then counter quick off that with speed again. Like, those are the things that we don't really know about him. His feet are fine. Like, can he get his feet out? Can he get into a good position in his set? Yes. Check. That looks good. But it's about able to handle – most guys go to in the NFL is they test your power first. If they can rattle you with power early, it's a bad day at the offense.
Get you to set those feet, and then they can do all the counters off and get putting them in those concrete boots. What did you make of Elgton Jenkins? This kind of what you thought was going to happen? Because Elgton was a great Packer. I don't think anyone could argue in my time. I don't think there's ever been a more versatile, good offensive lineman than Elgton Jenkins. And now he's gone, and they didn't trade him. What did you make of Elgton leaving?
Yeah, I think we knew that was gonna most likely be the case, right? And he was most likely to get let go. And obviously Elgton, to me, like you said, probably one of the more versatile players the Packers have had that I remember in a long time. Great player, great locker room guy, great guy overall. I enjoyed my 1 year with him. I thought he was fantastic to be around as a rookie and how he grew and learned and everything like that. And he's going to go to Cleveland, make around $12 million a year, play guard, and end up probably being really good again.
Going to be super depressing there for him, I would think. That's a tough.
Yeah, but he's most likely going to play good. Like he's most likely. I mean, he's a really good guard, and he's going to go play guard again, and it's going to work out well for him. Like not for the team, obviously.
Yeah, the team's going to stink.
Yeah, the team's going to stink. But him personally, I bet he plays well. I mean, that's where I'm going with it.
So Blue, when you look at this entire group, then this O-line, what gives you hope that we're going to be better?
Got to give them hope.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think for me, you give Sean Ryan a year to prepare for the center position, so we have more stability there. Like that to me is like a good starting point, right? And it gives him some confidence, right? Like, I mean, he's been bounced around and moved around and rotated and pulled and this and that. So I think, he gets his contract. He's the starting center. That's where he's going to be. So, like, that foundation piece is set, for this group. Obviously, my hope is Zach Tom comes back and he's healthy and he stays healthy. And that's like your corner piece of this offensive line. You can rely on him and, week in and week out to get the job done. The next thing would be Belton has a really nice offseason. He goes to work this offseason and he works on a lot of the things, a lot of his deficiencies that you could see creep up later in the season. And that's with movement, with defensive tackles. His issue isn't power. I can assure you that. That's not his problem. It's when he gets a little shake from interior defensive linemen, and then they go power, then they go speed. Does he improve his footwork? And that's really, if he's able to do that, then that's a thing that could bring some positivity because that's going to up his level of game. And to me, if you have those guys, those three guys perform at a high level, you could have some good stuff working with that group. But it all, and Tausch, you said it to start this thing, it all comes down, does the left tackle move work? That's real. And I can't say it's going to work because I haven't seen it work with the player yet, right? Like you don't have any, and I've said this, what I said about him months ago too, when we were talking about, there's no tape on it. There's nothing to be like, yeah, I've seen him do it. He's done it at a high level. I know he can do it. So that is the biggest thing. Does the left tackle move work? If that works, everything else I feel like falls into place for this group because then, listen, don't know how Banks is going to play if he stays healthy or not. Don't know really, I have no idea. But if you have your left tackle playing well, you have your center that we know Sean Ryan can play center. He can do it well. We saw really good stretches from him doing it. If Belton improves, and then you have Zach Tom being back to Zach Tom again, you have a lot of pieces that can play good football. It's just there's a lot of what-ifs to all those things that need to come together this offseason for this group. And for me, I get the run game was poor last year. It was bad. And they need to obviously evaluate that upstairs with Matt and Steno and Butkus and figure out why can't we run the ball? Why are we not able to do this? But what this group needs to work on is protecting the passer. They need to work on pass blocking, and that needs to be like a whatever focus we have for a group this offseason, it needs to be on protecting the passer because that, to me, was their biggest weakness this year. We may talk about the run game, but that's great. But down the stretch, it was protecting the passer. And whether it was Malik Willis back there running around trying to escape pressure, Jordan Love taking nasty hits from Chicago or whoever, can't have it. Just can't have that.
All right, Brian, I know we got to get you out of here. My one quick follow-up is this. Is Aaron Banks good? They gave him a $27 million signing bonus last year, and now they've converted his roster bonus and all but $1.2 million of his base salary to a guaranteed bonus. So that's almost $16 million. So he has gotten nearly $43 million from the Packers in the last 12 months, if my math is correct, because this is what this is my understanding of how they adjusted his contract. And, we talked about it. Do you convert that and keep him, or do you cut Bates, save $4 million on the cap, and move on from him? $43 million is a hell of a lot of money to pay a guard that you would not pay to Elgton Jenkins. And I just don't know. I know he dealt with injuries, so I'm asking you, who knows ball better than I do, is he good?
And can I also follow up? Would they do that signing again if they had it? Go ahead, Brian.
So I'll answer the second one first.
No.
Yeah, I don't think they make that move. And I think if they go back and
there's no way they make that move, right?
And I think they go back and look at it and they leave Elgton at guard.
Yeah.
And they let Elgton play guard. And I think if you take the hot tub time machine back, that's what you do.
So Blue, aren't you doubling down then on a 16 or a 14? Like, I know we don't get into blackjack talk a lot, but aren't we doubling down on something that could bust?
I mean, kind of, but like the answer to is he good? I think he can play good football. Like, that's the thing, that there's times on tape that he shows really good stretches, right? Like, and that's the thing that gives me optimism that he can perform that way consistently if he's healthy and things like that. But
17 weeks, a long time for older players, especially on Wednesday, Thursdays. It doesn't get easier to play 17 weeks, as we know.
No, and then you tell me $43 million over 2 years. I mean, that is a lot of stress.
That's one of the rare times Russ got balled. Russ usually balls out. Russ got balled on this one a little bit. This is one I don't think Russ isn't putting this one up in the old annals as, boy, I got him. Nah.
No, I don't think so.
Banksy
I don't think this is Banksy and the agents did a number on Russ.
It's a good W for the Bankinator.
I mean, it's straight to the bank. Straight to the bank. We'll just straight to the bank.
Be curious what he did from an investment standpoint, with the market going. But that's another.
You watched your webinar.
Sure, he's at Annex Wealth Management. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, that's where we have to ask how we handle that. That's a lot of capital and that's a lot of inflow in a year and a half. So that's pretty good.
Yeah. Move to Florida.
I hope his CPA is doing a nice job with.
By the way, Washington got rid of that. They are now making you pay. So Brian would not go to the Seahawks anymore. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. That's
follow up there.
You need to leave. I don't know if Abby has something going on or what, but I am not going to be the one who keeps you way longer than we were supposed to.
I think he's got a golf match. I don't think Blue's got to. I think he's got a golf match.
Yeah.
That starts tomorrow. That starts tomorrow.
You're going to go and get a round in because you're not going to not hit balls today if you got a match tomorrow.
I mean, it's a member guest starting tomorrow. So yeah. I mean, I'll be involved in that. I'm not, go hit balls. Go. Yeah. I mean, that's
what would it take for you to bring Jesse down as your guest at a member guest?
Yeah, are you the member or the guest?
No one else ever being his friend again.
Yeah, I would never take Jesse.
I'll bring my NFL draft golf ball that I bought in Green Bay.
Yeah.
The draft was there, a little putting ball.
Lose it on the first hole.
We'll be good.
Yeah, be gone immediately.
We could hold our own.
No, we wouldn't.
I agree with Brian. You wouldn't. No, you would get.
Offensive.
We would.
It's fair though.
It
is offensively fair.
You've golfed. I'm not bad.
You're not good though either.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. What's and Jesse? What is a bad golfer in your eyes? What's a bad golfer?
I'd say I'm on average about 1 over par on every hole. I'm about whatever par is. I'm like 1 extra than that.
Unless you're an 18. Cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's. I mean, that's
not in
considered a bad golfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's considered a bad golfer because you'd get a shot a hole I mean, and I
you need to make some pars
average.
for you. You need to make 7 or 8 pars to help Brian out in a member guest. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Well, sounded
so
a little
much for that
snooty.
invitation.
Sound a little snooty
That's
on
not
what a
gonna
good
happen.
golfer is.
All right, Brian, get out of here. Appreciate you.
It's a great question of what you consider a good golfer. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like, sorry. I mean, the golf world is snooty. I hate to tell you that. Like,
yeah, it is.
That's
There's
just the way
definitely
it is.
snootiness to golf.
That
There's
much is
no doubt.
clear. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I mean, I didn't ask you if you're a good drinker of Miller Lite. I asked, or Coors. I asked,
Coors Light, yes,
are you a
it's a
good
Coors
golfer?
Light, sure.
Yeah, Coors.
He caught it.
Yeah.
He caught
On
it.
the Yingling hotline.
He caught
Absolutely.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
got it. But I'm on a Yingling hotline, so what's going on here?
Brian,
All right.
We appreciate you. We're sorry we kept you so long. Good luck, whatever you have planned for today, and good luck in your member guest tomorrow. We appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
buddy. Thanks.
All right, guys, take it easy.
That is Bryan Bulaga. America needs farmers. We need Bryan Bulaga on our show. And we also need to give away some Iron Jock swag.
We do. Oh, and I'm going to go big today because these hoodies are unbelievable. We've been giving them away.
Make 'em earn it.
Iron Jock, they are beautiful. Here we go. I've worn just about every workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you work, from the gym to the pickleball court. Iron Jock keeps you dry, comfortable, and confident. Now through March 22nd, 40% off all Iron Jock hoodies with the code HOODIE40. That's HOODIE40. And right now, your chance to win an Iron Jock hoodie. Caller number 175.
Woo! Hello.
Is that too much?
No,
We're going to go 175 even if Jesse thinks it's too much. Caller 175 to win this beautiful, sexy Iron Jock hoodie at 844-770-3776.
And we know how awesome these hoodies are, so this is worth the effort of going caller 175, 844-770-3776. We will give it away and be back next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Get ready to unleash the dragon at Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Introducing the region's very first $1 million Dragon Link slot game. Feel the thrill, chase the excitement, and win big. With jackpots soaring to $1 million, your chance to hit it big is here. Come experience the ultimate gaming adventure. Visit Hard Rock Casino Rockford today and play the $1 million Dragon Link slot game. Your legendary win awaits. Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Let's hard rock.
If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com. A March legend. Seems like yesterday since Zach Showalter's clutch 3-ball to force overtime against Florida, the last time Wisconsin appeared in the Sweet 16. Showalter on what he'd tell this current Badger squad ahead of the tournament.
It's the best couple of weeks of your life, and if you can put together a couple wins here and extending your run, you just have so much fun and you build so many memories with the guys in that locker room. That's what you're going to remember for years to come.
Replay Showy's appearance on the Jump Around on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Order today and get 0% interest until 2032 at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Upgrade now, pay no interest until 2032. Visit PellaWI.com.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Experience the future of recovery at Carbon World Health. they've brought Escape Robotic Massage to Madison, the world's first AI-powered, fully automated therapeutic massage that's customized to your body every time. Using advanced body scanning, Escape maps your muscles and delivers precision-calibrated pressure to release tension, reduce inflammation, and accelerate recovery. Book your Escape session at Carbon World Health and feel what the future of wellness really feels like. Carbon World Health, your body optimized.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
We ask and you answer. Tune in to Jim, Matt, and Molly every weekday 4 to 6 and follow at Jim, Matt, Molly on X to vote in daily poll questions presented by Siding Unlimited, your local window installation pros.
Make your fitness goals last with Johnson Fitness and Wellness, the largest specialty fitness retailer in the country with 2 locations right here in Madison. At Johnson Fitness and Wellness, you'll find top-rated treadmills, strength equipment, ellipticals, bikes, and more, all guided by certified fitness experts who match the right equipment to your goals, space, and budget. And with white glove delivery and installation, plus flexible financing options, you can build your home gym with confidence. Visit one of their stores today or online at johnsonfitness.com.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app, customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Jesse continues to work his way toward caller 175.
They're not there yet, huh, old boy?
Iron Jock.
Oh, man.
4-way stretch hoodie.
There. I should have went back and helped him.
Then it would be just me doing the show by myself for a little while as you continue to work toward that.
I would have hit all those buttons.
You think you would have accelerated or decelerated the process?
Definitely accelerated.
Definitely not. No way. You're gumming up the works. I get the sense that you have some apprehension about the offensive line from our conversations the last couple of days.
Well, who doesn't have some apprehension about that?
Yeah, no, I know, but you're the one who played on that line for 11 years.
Yeah, it's a
you're not
unit
just
that's
Joe Fan.
Jason, this is a unit that has been under fire for 2 years. And I know, man, it is hard to play. But it's really difficult when you don't have guys assigned spots, when you don't have guys getting reps and getting, last year, those guys, I don't even know how many times they played together. The 5 that they really wanted, I think they started the year, and Zach Tom gets hurt with the cheap shot by
the first
Hutch.
game. Mm-hmm.
And if you remember, they played really well. Protected Jordan pretty well against the Detroit team. That was in the, obviously Green Bay played really well in those first 2 games. They were world beaters. And then it started to erode a little bit, and you're moving guys around, and you're putting Jordan Morgan in at guard, and you're trying to get Sean Ryan out of the lineup again, and then Elgton gets hurt, and you got to put him back in, and so that consistency, I'm hoping with some stability is going to help them, but I would bet that Bryan Bulaga, who has made it a point, obviously, to try to improve that group, Matt LaFleur. I don't remember when you said this, and correct me if this was off the record or on the record when we had that Domofsky commentary. Was that on the record or off?
The Domofsky commentary where he asked the question
and LaFleur
about the offensive line and
poo-pooed it.
Yeah, no, that was in a press conference. Yeah.
So that tells you everything you need to know because coaches want to praise their players.
Correct.
They want to give you some shine because that builds you up, and they know players read stuff.
Kind of like him not protecting Rashan Gary when someone asked if he was dealing with an injury that none of us knew about, and he said no.
Well, you don't lie either, and that's why Matt LaFleur has not felt like this group has been good enough for him to execute what they want to do. So running it back, in essence, is, I think a big question mark.
So did you, because I think you made a really good point about the fact that, as we've talked about multiple times now, and as Goody got asked, I think multiple times in Indy, about this getting bigger up front as what we believe, you and I, was an overreaction to the Philly game. Are you a little surprised that they are continuing down that path and sticking with what they did when it did not have the intended results that they were hoping for?
The story in that group is not fully written. There's going to be an early draft pick that's going to be thrown into this mix. I don't think that, free agency hasn't even started yet. So there will be, I still think there's going to be more, Brian said competition. I still think you're going to see other players jump in. I don't know if there's any of the other young guys that they like that can push. I know Monk, he ain't going to be the center, and you kind of had him. That was your guy.
Yeah.
The fact they didn't put him in last year when Elgton went out tells you a lot. So we'll see if there's guys. Guys can develop and guys can get stronger, and off seasons are built for guys to make those jumps and to get opportunities to play. But this unit, as we sit here now, it is run back, but that doesn't mean it will be run back when you start getting into some real football, late August, early September.
Sure, but I would also say that the way their offensive line is currently configured, it's 4 big uglies and Zach Tom, who is not out of that mold, right? Jordan Morgan is 6'5", 311. We know Aaron Banks is a big dude. Obviously, Sean Ryan. And then Belton is enormous. So they are sticking with that philosophy. And look, we'll see if they have more success in year 2 of it. But I do think they're going to draft.
Brian hit the nail on the head. If that is going to be any way, shape, or form accurate, it's going to be Jordan Morgan taking a big jump and being a really nice left tackle.
Yep, you're right about that. I don't think Prize Picks does offensive line projections. I don't know how you would keep 1.5 pancakes. I don't know how you go about that, but be that as it may, we love.
Yeah, they do not. But boy, this is the time of the year. If you've been hesitant and saying, I don't know, this is the time of the year to get started. Download the Prize Picks app. Use code WI. You're going to get $50. Bam. $50 in lineups once you play your first $5 lineup. All you got to do, use code WI, and suddenly every dunk and every three and every big performance matters even a little bit more. And there's a ton of flexibility with Prize Picks. With Flex Play, you still get paid even if one pick misses and you want a bigger payout, go to Power Play. And with early payouts, if your player gets off to a hot start, you can cash out before the game even ends. And you know what? Flip on a TV. Games everywhere. You can dabble on all of it on Prize Picks. Just download the Prize Picks app. Use code WI, and again, you get that $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, code WI. Prize Picks is good
to be right. Jim in the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube comments, I think they like Monk's potential. He's basically redshirted 2 years in a row, though, Jim. And so, I don't... I liked Monk. I thought he was going to be that undersized center like Scott Wells.
I think you
wrong.
liked Tony Shalhoub, and you wanted Monk to be good because the show was something you
like
enjoyed.
Tony Shalhoub. Yeah.
The jungle
Pride
out there.
Bay.
I thought he was better on, and I know nobody else liked this show. Wings. He was really good.
How can
on
you
Wings.
say nobody else liked Wings? It was a
I
very
remember we
popular
did
show.
something on our show.
We did a whole Wings day.
Like a whole trivia, and everybody poo-pooed it.
Well,
said,
no one
You're
could-
hung
no
up
one
on
was
some
as big of
TV
a fan
sitcom
as
from
you.
the 90s, man. That was the whole thing. And now that show used to be syndicated constantly. You can't find that show. It was a good little show.
First of all, it had some.
Scarpacci. Can't remember the other characters' names right now.
Did you know they did a Monk movie on Peacock a couple of years ago?
Nobody else
Tausch has no idea about that. Yeah,
I'm sure he doesn't.
If they come up with a Wings movie, does that mean he'll sign up for Peacock?
I'd
or
watch
use Sarah's account.
Just watch
as
it on
were.
Sarah's phone, apparently.
Yeah.
Phone.
Hypocrite.
Stephen
Yeah,
Weber,
that's
Tim
true.
Daly, Thomas Hayden Church, Tony Shalhoub. There were a lot of big-time actors on Wings. So, yes, it was a very good show. I just didn't watch it enough to know it as well as you do, much like I didn't watch Saved by the Bell well enough to do that. We will kick off the 10 o'clock hour with the Maxx Crosby saga. Get Tausch's thoughts on that next. The 10 o'clock hour starts in 2 minutes. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Conference titles are up for grabs, bubble teams are sweating, and with Selection Sunday right around the corner, here's something you can lock in on. Mark Tauscher here. And right now at Pizza Hut, get a large pizza for just $10 with up to 5 toppings. Hand-tossed, thin and crispy, tavern or pan, carry-out only. 5 toppings, $10. Now that's a full starting lineup. Set your bracket and grab the pizza. Pizza Hut, feed good times, and remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hey, this is Jonathan Blackwell of Wisconsin Badgers basketball. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson, Sports Center, brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out at 220 State Street and online at goodmansjewelers.com. 3 p.m. Central Time this afternoon is officially the start of the new league year in the National Football League, and that means that the reported free agent signings over the last 48 hours can become official, along with some of the trades that have been reported over the last number of days. That includes a bunch of moves for the Green Bay Packers. Most recent of note, wide receiver and, more notably, special teams return man Skyy Moore, formerly of the San Francisco 49ers, reportedly set to join the Packers in free agency. Skyy Moore ranking near the top of the league in both punt return and kick return yardage a year ago, and the Packers ranked near the bottom of the league in both metrics. Plenty to talk about coming up on Wilde and Tausch here on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Missed Bryan Bulaga's appearance in the 9 o'clock hour, recapping the moves on the offensive line reported in free agency over the last several days. You can check out that full appearance, available soon on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. I am proud to report that you can stream the critically acclaimed Wings series on Paramount Plus.
I literally don't understand, because that show, I think, was part of like the Seinfeld. That's how I got. So why would NBC not have
I
that?
don't know. You're 100% right. It makes no sense to me.
Watch it before Landman.
Yeah, you can do a double feature.
Still stuck. Haven't watched it since I haven't been on a plane in a hot minute.
So you can tune into Wings on Paramount Plus. Also something called Pluto, which I know is the team that the Packers were scheduled to face under Mike McCarthy when they were playing for a World's Championship, if I recall that discussion. Maxx Crosby is no longer or never. No, I was just referring to that, right? Isn't that who you would always say they had to play?
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
I
thought it was good.
Maxx Crosby is no longer or / never was a Baltimore Raven. You like to use the word malfeasance. We know the rules. Players undergo a physical before trades are completed. Why
does everybody love saying the word consummated with that? I was listening to Unsportsmanlike, and they used the word consummated 30 times in my 20-minute drive.
Yeah, that's not a word I use, generally speaking. But nevertheless, as we look at this saga,
that trade never really was consummated.
It was not. No,
a lot of teasing.
There was no
lot of
foreplay,
teasing.
if you will.
Is there any other? Is there? When else would you use the word consummated?
Marriage and NFL trades. Yep, that's pretty much the list.
Do you consummate a cake when you're baking it in the oven?
I think they did on American Pie.
Not what I meant.
Consummated a pie, though, not a cake.
Never mind.
I didn't bring this up. You guys did.
No, you
did.
You
You said
You brought up consummated.
use the word
I didn't bring up baked
consummated
goods
30 times
Didn't bring
in
anything
your
up about baked
20-minute
goods.
drive.
I've consummated the work schedule for next week.
Yeah, maybe that word should be used more.
Well, it has certainly been used plenty on
Here's what I'll say
here.
about the Maxx Crosby
Malfeasance.
thing. This is an NFL problem. This is not how this played out. Start the season or don't. All of this, if you want to wait till Wednesday, wait till Wednesday. You're giving legal tampering and all the other dumb stuff. It's either done or it's not. And that we've seen this before where trades have not been consummated. They've been cut short. And we saw it with Mike Flanagan way back in the day, and he came back, and it worked out great for everybody.
It did.
And I'm guessing in this situation, this worked out great for Baltimore. I don't know if it will for Vegas. But the problem with this is you allow the worst thoughts to creep into people's heads, and you start seeing how things unfold. And not that you could say that there's a ton of because they played within the rules. Would I now doubt that the trust level with doing a deal with Baltimore would be very high? I wouldn't trust it.
Agreed.
Because of how it played out. They saw, and I thought for sure they would sign Trey Hendrickson after this. I thought they'd wait just to fake it. But they consummate. This one's going to be consummated. This one will be consummated over a bunch of times.
Jeez. Would you stop, please?
Inappropriate.
What? It's consummated.
Are you trying to break the record that you
I heard it. I'm not going to get to 30
drive?
consummate. But in this case, they saw that, well, there's a player that's good, maybe not to the level of Maxx Crosby, but we have an out, and they probably thought Trey Hendrickson was going to be $30+ million. And when that market hasn't taken hold, you allow the Ravens to change course in a legal way. What they did is not against the rules. I would hope the NFL will look at this and say, we need to stop this foolishness, start the league year on Monday at noon, and just let this thing go. Because right now, this whole thing is a complete sham. And I think the league knows it. But the league has gotten huge traction. The McAfee special, Schefter.
Couldn't you do that anyway?
Just look at our show. We've had a big week because people are super intrigued. What's happening? What's going on? That's great for everybody. But it's not great for the league. And there needs to be set standards and boundaries that everybody adheres to. And the Ravens, they adhered to them.
They did.
But boy, did they cross. They were right up on that line. And I'm certain that anytime there's a deal that the Raiders are looking to do, I don't think Baltimore will be their first call. I would guess it's their 31st.
All right, so a couple things. One, do you allegedly, whatever words you want to do to use to couch it, in your heart of hearts, are you skeptical of how this played out? Because as you mentioned, they didn't even try to hide it and wait a day before they shifted gears to Trey Hendrickson, who's not costing them 2 first-round picks. They're just paying him. Do you think that there was some malfeasance here? Because everyone knew that he was still recovering from this meniscus surgery. So they made the trade knowing that. It felt to me like, as you put it, we have an out, let's use it. Do you believe that because there's another story that everyone remembers as Packers fans, and that is that Brett Favre should have been flunked on his physical after the trade that brought him to Green Bay. And they made sure that they didn't flunk him. And thank God they didn't, because he ends up being a Pro Football Hall of Famer for them. But some other team is probably going to trade for him and pass him on his physical now. Unless the Raiders, who had plenty of cap room, are like, hey, look at the team we've got now without you. We'd love to have you back. Can you just stay?
No, they're going to want to trade him.
So what are you skeptical of what the Ravens did here? Because I am.
Yeah, anyone that's not skeptical is an idiot. No offense to those that are skeptical.
Okay. My next question is, would you have done what the Ravens did and pivot to Trey Hendrickson? Because we spent a lot of airtime on this show about a year ago, and then again maybe at the trade deadline, talking about him.
So Maxx Crosby is a much better football player than Trey Hendrickson.
And
Trey
younger.
Hendrickson is a really good player. Maxx Crosby's elite. But he's elite if he's healthy. And maybe Baltimore did, he just had surgery. Maybe they did take a look, and there were more concerns. If they didn't have Trey Hendrickson in the fold, they knew they needed to get better as pass rushers.
Mm-hmm.
They were all excited about it. And then I think the fact that this all played out the way it did, you can't, at worst, say that there's something going on. And I'm sure every league official is feeling that way. And I think it was Courtney Cronin on Unsportsmanlike said, I would guess that around the league office when these guys get together and meet, going to be very contentious and very much we need to fix this because other teams will start looking and saying,
right.
maybe we're going to trade. Oh, Sheeto Walker, I thought he was going to go for 25 or 26 million. He hasn't signed with anybody yet. Maybe I'll get him for 18 or 19, and then we don't want the Trent Williams trade because his back is bad. Like, you can find – let me promise you this. If you want to fail a guy on a physical and they've been around for 7 or 8 years, you can fail a guy on a physical.
The Packers did on Elgton Jenkins before releasing him. They released him with a failed physical designation, and then the Browns signed him anyway.
Yeah, has he passed his physical? Has he signed with, that's all till it's 12 o'clock today. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point on this, and they need to – you have to understand, you have hyper-competitive cats that will push the envelope. You have to make sure that line, there's a buffer. You didn't allow for a buffer, and when you do that, people cross that line, and that really irritates people because then what happens – more people are going to cross that line. And then you don't even know where the line is anymore. Right. And when you have that, you have chaos. This is as close to chaos as you're going to have.
Uncle Homer's going to join us on the Yingling hotline a little bit later. He's on a train in New York City. So we'll have to wait to touch base with him. One last thing on this before we move on. I asked this question on social media yesterday. It's amazing how we trust reporters sometimes and then we don't on other times. My question was, because the league year has not started, could the Dallas Cowboys then in turn say, hey, wait a minute, you're telling me that Maxx Crosby is going to be available in a trade again? Well, we don't need Rashan Gary. So we're going to back out of that trade agreement. And we want our 4th-round pick back because we're going to use it as part of our ammunition to acquire Maxx Crosby. Now, according to Diana Rossini and Jane Slater, the Cowboys have said, no, we're sticking with Rashan Gary, which is great if you're a Packers fan because now you're going to have a 4th-round pick for your team. But in theory, this could have had a domino effect. I know you love those dominoes to be knocked down. It could have then impacted that trade. It certainly could have.
It could have affected Linderbaum. Baltimore maybe would have kept him if they didn't take on the Crosby and Vize Verze. There's all kinds of things that change. That's why in the NFL you better be ready to adapt and you better be ready to be very nimble.
So is this a big enough black eye on the legal tampering period that they just say, look, free agency is going to start on Monday, March 9th at 7 a.m., and all this stuff is actually going to count. And you can actually sign contracts and trades that you execute, all this stuff. There's no dinking around anymore. We're just going to, boom, it's open, let's go.
I think they'll probably put more of a firm date, but then all that will mean is then on that Friday before,
they'll start tampering.
You'll start hearing the reports, and maybe they'll try and do like the draft, and they'll say, hey, all y'all insiders stop reporting all that. Don't do it. And I somebody had put this out there. I thought it was really good by Green about the Packers and why they're so secretive with the Micah Parsons deal, because there could have been some things that went sideways, and you don't want to get everybody's hopes. That would have been different, obviously, because it wasn't going to affect anybody else. Mm-hmm. This did affect other teams and their strategy and how they approached it. So that's where you have to fix this. How they go about fixing it, because I promise you this, they can think that they fixed it. There's still going to be some holes. Like, the boat's still going to have some holes. It's just they're going to be smaller, and you hope you get that, like, what's that tape that dude that slaps it on there in those infomercials?
Flex Seal?
Oh, yeah.
Is that the one?
You're still going to need a bunch of Flex Seal to try to hold it up, but you're not going to have these huge where the boat's going to sink. This was close to being a boat sinker.
Do they have a Flex Seal flavored ice cream?
I don't know. Do they? I haven't checked.
I don't know if the Las Vegas Raiders feel the need for legal representation over this debacle. This is not the area that Gruber Law Offices specializes in. They specialize in injuries caused by accidents. But hey, if you need advice and if you need help, they're the ones to call. One call, that's all. 414-276-6666, 414-276-6666. Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all. Go to the website, gruber-law.com, to find out more about everything they do in our community, including the charity stripe at the Kohl Center. When Badgers make free throws, it makes money for the UW Carbone Cancer Center, over $26,000 this past season. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Wisconsin weather doesn't wait, and neither should you. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we make upgrading your home simple. Right now, order today and get 0% interest until 2032. You heard me right. 0% interest all the way until 2032. Upgrade your windows and doors now and pay over time without paying interest. With our 10-year limited warranty, you can feel confident in your investment. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 3/31/2026.
Mark Tauscher here, and you know I love a smart play from the pocket. That's why I joined UW Credit Union. With their mobile banking app, I can make smart plays from anywhere. And with rewards checking perks like early payday, I score my money sooner. Stop by any of their local branches or visit uwcu.org to join and make the smart play by becoming a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
You asked and Carbless delivered. The fan favorite grapefruit flavor now has its own 4-pack all to itself. That bold, bright, perfectly balanced citrus taste that you've been pulling from the variety pack, it's now front and center in 4 cans, 1 box. Crisp, refreshing, not too sweet, and nothing else has changed. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, just 100 calories and gluten-free. Clean ingredients and big flavor. Always no compromises. Grab the new Carbless grapefruit 4-pack wherever you get your Carbless, and find a location near you at drinkcarbless.com. Carbless, bold flavor in every sip.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Looking to take your baseball game to the next level? GRB Academy provides year-round training programs designed around your schedule and your goals. For over 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement with a state-of-the-art 52,000 square foot facility of elite baseball training space and coaches who know how to get results. From youth to high school, baseball players trust GRB to help them reach their next level. Training program spots are filling quickly, so don't wait. Register now at grbacademy.com.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. You know that honey-do list that's been sitting on your counter since what, 2020? Yeah, we can handle that. From leaky faucets to light fixtures, our handyman team at Bruner Realty fixes it all. Fast, friendly, and done right the first time. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybruner.com. That's fixedbybruner.com. Because your to-do list deserves a happy ending.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for retirement income strategies Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's retirement income strategies Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offer the retirement income strategies and SEC registered investment advisor.
We're on the Badgers.
The coaches, the players, we're bringing an entire new mindset.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
And it's to win. It's to win.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I want to thank our most valuable tweeter, although he doesn't tweet as much anymore. I don't know if he got a different job or what. But our guy, Matty Coonan, who started the show late. But that's the beauty of watching on YouTube, is you can start the show whenever you want to start it.
It is great. We do have some fans who, when we do our Iron Jock contest, call in like 3 segments later.
Ooh,
that's been starting to happen, which I don't want to discourage anyone from calling in for the Iron Jock contest.
And that's why we like going big numbers.
You're caller 278. Congratulations, but we took caller 175.
Be conscious if we're live or not, watching in real time. Appreciate that.
Basically, Matty Coonan confirms that wherefore means why. So I ask you, Tausch, why do the New England Patriots think Romeo Doubs is worth a 4-year, $68 million contract?
Yeah, I was surprised, but not by a ton. I think we thought he'd get 15 a year, and obviously yesterday, before we left, we were a little surprised that he hadn't signed with anybody. But Romeo Doubs has proven to be a good wide receiver in the NFL. He's not going to be, he doesn't have high-end speed. He is kind of who he is. I think he could be a really nice 2 for New England. And they paid him probably like a high 3, low 2. That's not bad. So kudos to Romeo. It's great for Green Bay. He got a nice contract. That'll help in the comp pick. I know people are very excited about all these comp picks. But Green Bay has the locker room and the depth at that spot that you feel good. Romeo, great. Thank you for your service, man. 4 years. You were a trusted guy, nice in the playoffs, someone that Jordan Love really counted on, and you delivered more than we could have anticipated when we drafted you. So kudos to you. This is the life in the NFL. I think some fans are like, well, is that disappointing? This is the Gutekunst way. He's not an elite player. He served his purpose and did what he was asked to do as a what round was he? Was he fourth round pick?
Yep.
So now you're going to get a 4th from Dallas later on. You're going to probably get a 5th comp for this. You feel awesome about it for him that he got big time money for him, and you move it along. So
draft and replace.
Yeah, it is a draft and replace, exactly what you're looking for, and you assume that your wide receiver room is going to be better, even with a very consistent player leaving. I think that's a really good sign as far as from Green Bay's perspective, and kudos again to Romeo. But if I'm New England, am I excited about this? I think as long as your expectations are where they should be with paying a guy $17 and not expecting him to come in and be Randy Moss, If you expect someone to give you 800 yards, 6 or 7 tutters, and a consistent presence on the field, you're going to be very happy. If you're expecting 1,600 yards and 14 touchdowns, maybe that could happen. I wouldn't bank on it, and if you are, you're going to be disappointed. So I think with the salary, with the contract that they got, they still probably are looking to try and find a bona fide one since they released Diggs. But Romeo Doubs fits in nicely. He had a market, and this played out probably exactly how Brian Gutekunst was hoping it would.
I thought about this yesterday, though, after that news broke. So their wide receiver group, as of now, are Watson, Wicks, Reed, Golden, and Savion Williams. Watson, Reed, and Wicks all in the final years of their contract, right? They extended, obviously, Watson by a year while he's still on the PUP, but he's in the last year of his deal again, like he was to start last season. They can certainly extend him. We talked a little bit about that Alec Pierce signing, re-signing by the Colts and what they paid him. The draft and replace is going to be put to the test at this position. Do they keep one of those three? Do they keep two of those three? I know we're focused on the 2026 season, but, oh, by the way, there's a big-time tight end that needs to be extended too who's going into the last year of his contract.
That will happen. He will be the highest-paid tight end.
So how do you kind of view where they're at with those 4 core players in your passing game all in the final years of their deal?
I think that you're going to sign 2 of them, and you're going to believe that Matthew Golden is going to be elite, and you think that Savion Williams is somebody that can be a nice 3rd, 4th guy. That's what I think is going to happen.
So you sign 2 wide receivers and Tucker Kraft?
I think you're going to figure out the Watson. I think you let Christian play a vast majority of this year out, and if he stays healthy and he's as productive as we think, he's going to get a big boy deal.
Okay.
As far as Jaden Reed, I think Jaden Reed's one of these guys that you look at and try to extend early. If he doesn't kind of take the bait, you let that play itself out, and you feel like you could probably replace Jaden Reed either with a draft pick. I would think that they maybe will look at drafting someone, or you're going to have other guys that can emerge. You're not looking for them to be 3, or you're probably looking for whoever you would replace, because right now you're going to go Watson, Golden. Those are your lock stockers and Jaden Reed. You feel really good about Wicks when he's healthy. If those 4 stay healthy, you don't have to worry about anything. But we've been around the league long enough to know that ain't going to happen.
Agreed.
So Savion Williams will have to be. I'll say this. Yes, Romeo walking out of the building, you lose a lot of consistency. But Goody says this, and in some cases I agree with him, and some I don't. Matthew Golden deserves and needs more opportunities.
Yep.
Letting Romeo go is the right play. This wide receiver room, again, big caveat, if they stay healthy, will be markedly better than what they were last year.
I agree with everything you said. I don't think there's any regret about letting Romeo depart. I just think it's really interesting where they put themselves. I want to talk a little bit about their cap situation. I know Joshy is sending us a few texts on that as well. Josh DiMaggio, who we always appreciate, Big Cat. But I thought it was interesting yesterday how there were some folks getting their hopes up about a big move coming because of the cap space they were creating. And Reek Woolen ended up in Philly, which I know there were some Packers fans that were excited about that possibility. I want to talk about where they're at cap-wise, not just this year, but next year when we talk about these extensions. But before that, we got to talk about Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Indeed, a premier entertainment destination just off I-90 in Rockford, Illinois. Hard Rock Casino Rockford offers the most generous and most frequent promotion of any casino in the Midwest. And, oh, baby, today's Wednesday, right? Today is Wednesday.
Sure is. Great day for me.
Wednesdays are for the classic rockers at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Jason and other guests who are 55 and older are invited to the Hard Rock Cafe every Wednesday. you get 50% off meals of $40 or less. The offer can be directly redeemed at Hard Rock Cafe by printing a voucher at the kiosk. So, Jason, get your little glasses out and put your little bifocals on. Get it out, and you present that valid ID and a Unity Hard Rock Rewards card. Not valid for to-go orders, so you're going to have to stay. But you sit down there. And I remember when we were down there, we had a lot of cats, 55 and older, coming. We're like, yep, that's what
it's the place to be on Wednesday afternoon.
65 and 75
50% off of meals of $40 or less. So, again, head on down there. Today is the day to get that meal. Play, dine, shop, enjoy live shows, and the sports book. Hard Rock Casino Rockford, a great place for a nice discounted Wednesday lunch and a premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois.
Great day and a great week for the sports book, too.
Great games and also crummy out.
Yeah.
A beautiful day to be sitting in that Hard Rock Casino Rockford, wolfing down a 50% off meal. Pretty good little deal.
So this is all moot because you have to present your valid ID, and that will show that I'm not 55 and older, so I am not eligible.
What are you? You're 54?
You're such a jerk. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tauscher here for the great team at Everlight Solar. You know what month it is? Well, make sure your March is filled with busting brackets and not busting the bank with your energy bill. Well, I'm here to tell you you can save money and help save the planet with an easy switch to Everlight Solar. Our family is one of many who made the switch to solar over the last several years. But when we first started, we weren't exactly sure what to do. That's when we met with the team at Everlight Solar, and they outlined the entire process and educated us on the benefits of making the switch. It was super simple. Join us in saving a ton of money and creating a greener environment for our family and the community by switching to solar. Learn more. Schedule a free consultation at everlightsolar.com. That's everlightsolar.com.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
At Associated Bank, we get life gets complicated. So banking, it should be easy to get. That's why our tools speak your language. Automated savings, it's saving automatically for anything. Digital controls, you lose your card, you're still in control. Turn it off, then on, all on the app. And Money Monitor, you know where your money goes, like those long forgotten subscriptions. At Associated Bank, we get you. That's why we've got you. Learn more at associatedbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
As a mom, I'm glad my son plays school sports. It's where he has fun with his friends. He contributes to the team. Oh, and he stays out of trouble.
Support your school's athletic programs. This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
My husband had purchased something at another store. He was very unhappy with the quality of it. We went into Chalmers and just started looking around and kind of got inspired to do something together that was unique for us.
It really isn't any more expensive to do a one-of-a-kind custom piece.
I love it. It's beautiful. I get a lot of compliments on it.
Turned out how I hoped it would.
It really makes me feel good to wear.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton.
$2.3 million. A recent Schwab survey of Americans says that it takes $2.3 million to be wealthy. Well, you may have had your financial plan set on a bigger or a more humble number. But if you're looking for added insights on how to get there or how to avoid some tax pitfalls on the way, Annex Wealth Management is ready to listen. Mark Tauscher here, and whether your situation is complex or simple, the Annex Wealth Management team can give you wealth expertise and guidance on reaching your goals. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
In the next 30 seconds, I'm going to tell you how to save money and save the planet. It's simple. Ditch your energy bill and make the switch over to Everlight Solar. While electricity prices keep rising, Everlight Solar will give you the chance to take ownership of your power while also reducing your carbon footprint. As a local company based out of Madison, they'll be there with you every step of the way as you make the switch to solar. To learn more about how you can save money and save the planet, go to everlightsolar.com.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just the priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
Tausch, help me out with this. So there were some folks that were excited about all the, Elgton $19 million, Rashan Gary $11 million, pushing the money out to next year on the cap charge. Now, this isn't available till after June 1st, but pushing out $8 million in dead cap charge on Nate Hobbs when they released him. And there were some folks that were thinking, big move here, Jalen Carter, which again, I don't know. Like, they traded for Micah Parsons, so I can't sit here and poo-poo any big move that a Packers fan is hoping for. I had somebody tweeting me today, convinced that they were going to get Trey Hendrickson.
Nope,
that is not going to be the case.
Well, it's not closed up yet.
It is Baltimore.
Baltimore's gone back on deals before.
But I think this is the more likely scenario here. You marshal these resources now, so in season you can extend some of those people we were talking about, and then they're projected to have a redonkulous amount of cap space in 2027, which would allow them to be players in free agency if they so choose to bring in guys, much like that 2019 class when they signed 4 free agents. And that way you're in position to go win a title. And look, maybe they're in position to win a title this year. We'll have to see how the offensive line plays, etc. But if you create cap space, but then you don't have to spend it just because you created it, and sometime during the season you get something done with Watson, you get something done with Reed, and you get something done with Kraft, they're all cheaper than they would be if they reached market. You feel good about that. You structure it in a way that you could put some of that money earlier in the contract, so there's less of it whacking you later in the contract. How do you feel about that theory?
I think you never know where Goody's at. What we've seen is that if the right player comes along and he thinks it can be an impact, a monster impact, he is going to explore as long and as hard as he can. And do I think that that's going to be something, there's been a lot of reports about Jalen Carter. I don't know if we have the capital. We don't have, if Philly is going to they're only going to take a second or a first in 3 years. I don't see that being part of their equation.
Right.
So you have to look at things realistically, but it never hurts to have conversations. I would bet that the Lakers, when they called to say, hey, we'll give you a first and Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic, I would guess everybody's like, well, that's crazy. Nobody's going to. Well, no. Well, it worked.
So that guy got fired.
That's the game. You win and you lose. And in this case, there is a lot of holes to fill yet for this roster, especially depth-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's going to be the monster name, but I do think Green Bay. We all act as if free agency's done already. Oh, that's it. Well. Rashida Walker, who's a top 10 free agent on most people's boards, has not signed yet.
Yeah,
there is a lot of players that aren't as well known that make a bigger impact than the guys that are really well known. Mm-hmm. And it's Goody's job to find those guys, preferably on the defensive line, that you can bring in and make a big impact. Because Seattle, they signed old boy from the Cowboys. But they signed a lot of guys that weren't big-name, high-ticket, Monday, Tuesday tamper guys.
It's true.
And they built themselves a heck of a unit.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more where we're looking from Goody's standpoint than let's go make another big splash. Mm-hmm. The splashes have landed. Now it's about finding the ripples. And you need to find enough ripples that could potentially white cap and flip over some boats. We'll see if Green Bay can figure that out.
What do you think of that analogy? How do you feel about that? Feel good about it?
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
That was good.
Some white caps that are going to flip over some boats. Well, if you're in one of those boats, I certainly hope you have your estate planning in place. Did you know that only 16% of people have appropriate current planning documents in place? I would be part of the 84% that don't. That's going to change with Walney Legal Group, which specializes in estate planning. Wills, trusts, probate, elder care, and special needs planning. They offer customized, personalized experiences, not that cookie-cutter stuff, the one-size-fits-all solutions that a lot of places have. Estate planning is uncomfortable. I can attest to that, but it's also a necessity. And Walney makes it smooth, easy, and as painless as possible. They take care of you from start to finish. That's why they say lawyering the way it should be. Clear communication, niche expertise, and personal service with a modern approach. Visit WalneyLegal.com. That's WALNY legal.com to start a conversation, no matter what phase you're in, including me, who has not done any of the stuff he should have done. They're going to help me do that. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
Baseball season is heating up.
Breaking ball. Hit high. Hit deep. Left center. Bye-bye baseball.
Get ready for the return of Brewers baseball on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's new home of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut. Now, you know I've loved Pizza Hut going back to the days when I was a kid participating in their legendary Book It program. I loved it then, and I love enjoying Pizza Hut making new memories with my family now. And speaking of making memories, it's almost tournament time. With conference titles on the line and the countdown on to Selection Sunday, Pizza Hut is giving you a great chance to build your own starting five. Right now, get a large pizza for just $10 with up to 5 toppings. Your choice of crust, hand-tossed, thin and crispy, tavern, or pan. Carry out only, 5 toppings, $10. Now that's some tournament depth you can depend on. Feed good times with your starting 5 for just $10 at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Steinhoffels. Shop Steinhoffels, make it your own sale. Save 10% store-wide plus 5% more on $999 or more in-store and on Steinhoffels.com. A March legend. Seems like yesterday since Zach Showalter's clutch 3-ball to force overtime against Florida, the last time Wisconsin appeared in the Sweet 16. Showalter on what he'd tell this current Badger squad ahead of the tournament.
It's the best couple of weeks of your life, and if you can put together a couple wins here and extending your run, you just have so much fun, and you build so many memories with the guys in that locker room. That's what you're going to remember for years to come.
Replay Shoey's appearance on the Jump Around on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Order today and get 0% interest until 2032 at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Upgrade now, pay no interest until 2032. Visit PellaWI.com.
Friday nights taste better at the Bridges. The Bridges Bar and Restaurant is back with a classic Friday fish fry, plus non-fish specials and prime rib. Great food, great drinks, and a perfect way to kick off the weekend. Fridays at the table and on the course at the Bridges Golf Course in Madison.
I'm Coach Greg Gard, and I've spent my career teaching young men the fundamentals of basketball: preparation, hard work, teamwork. But here's what else I've learned. Those fundamentals don't apply just to the court. They apply to life, and they apply to your finances. That's why I believe in Bank CMG. They're a community bank built on the same values, helping people prepare for the future, building wealth one smart decision at a time. and staying rooted right here in Wisconsin.
It's March. It's Madison. It's the road to a gold ball at the Kohl Center on Zimbrick Honda's championship presentation of the WIAA State Boys Basketball Tournament.
The lob and the finish for Donovan Davis. Welcome to the Kohl Center in the state tournament.
We're bringing you all 15 games live, March 19th through the 21st.
Give them the gold ball!
Zimbrick Honda's championship presentation of the WIAA State Boys Basketball Tournament, exclusively on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to talk to my friends over at Everlight Solar. Their local team here in Madison is here to keep it simple. From your no-cost consultation to solar panel installation, the team at Everlight Solar will be with you every step of the way. Not only will they help you save money, but by switching to solar, you're also helping save the planet. Everlight Solar, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Check them out at everlightsolar.com.
What was that?
It was just me, or I got such a bargain. Poorly constructed sofa falling apart.
I just bought you.
Yeah, well, I did just turn 3, I'm at 67 in sofa years. I am so ready to retire and move to Miami.
I knew I should have listened to my mother and bought that other sofa from Steinhafels. It was so strong and comfy.
Tired of furniture that doesn't hold up to its end of the bargain? Steinhafels has quality furniture for every style and budget. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
Brewers baseball is in the air.
Fly ball, deep left, get going and gone!
Spring back into the baseball season on 100.5 ESPN, Madison's new home of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Whatever you do, make sure you do it right. Whatever you do, make sure you do it right.
You know what that music means? And I can actually say that and mean it. Somewhere on the streets of New York, hopefully staying safe, because I know there's been an occasional issue or two during his trips to New York.
Homer's definitely a street meat guy, isn't he? You know he's grabbing some street meat.
For sure. Maybe a pretzel, too.
Nuts. I think he's probably having some of those roasted nuts on the street.
Yeah, he loves nuts. He's a little nuts. Joining us on the Yuengling hotline, the Yuengling guest hotline, of course. We love Yuengling, and we're excited about our new partnership with them. They are the oldest brewery in America, and now they are officially in Wisconsin. Family owned and operated for 6 generations. DG Yuengling and Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsible.
And Jason, we got the oldest radio host joining us.
Snap.
I gotta be honest with you, you've been a little bit of an ageist lately. Making jokes about me, 55, AARP. Now you're saying this about Homer. You're a little worried about being 50 soon.
Oh, you're projecting onto me how I'm feeling.
I am. I was telling you how you feel.
It's interesting that the two guys that get madder about me projecting on them are now not Homer, because he hasn't yet, but you're projecting back to me. So the very thing you despise, you're doing to me.
Hi, Homer. How are you?
I'm fine. Old is not age. You are officially old for a man when you don't know when you're going to pee or sleep next.
So are you in that category then?
Oh, yes. I can fall asleep right now. And now I don't need to pee right now. I'm on the streets of New York City. I hope they don't pick me up. I'm right in front of Madison Square Garden. I'm lying on the hallway, and I hope they think I'm okay. I don't think my clothing is okay.
What do you mean? You're like taking a nap?
You're laying down in front of Madison Square Garden?
Yeah. I came in on the train. I think United does this thing where they have more flights than they're really going to have, and then they cancel. They canceled mine, so I had to fly into Newark, which is fine because I get to take the train. That takes you to Penn Station right next to Madison Square Garden, and here I am. I couldn't get to my hotel in time for this segment, so I said I'll just lie down right in front of Madison Square Garden inside. And
I'm not going to lie to you.
I don't go food on the streets much.
No street meat?
Uh-oh. Yeah. Hold on. Do I have to leave? I can't? All right. She just told me I can't stand right here.
What,
So
is it
I have
public? Just wait, are you out on a public street?
Those New Yorkers are tough.
No, it's right where you'd walk into Madison Square Garden. And so she was very nice. So
So you're
I'd move a
obeying.
little bit.
So
I
what? You're
just
going
see
to go
these
out?
guys that do pizza
Hold on,
reviews. They
hold on,
stand out on the street.
Hold on.
Streets public property.
When she leaves, I'm going to sit right back down on the same spot.
No.
I had to move because she wanted to get out behind a little fence thing, and now that she's gone, she looks like she's important. She's now watching other people. So, all right, I don't want to get in trouble again.
Don't you have a
What was your
credential? Can't
question?
you just go inside?
Don't they know who you
Question. I'm going to get my credentials after I'm done with this. But even with the credential, you can't lie down or sit down where I was seated, according to this very nice lady. So now I'm standing.
Very nice lady
The
who
Chase
I intended to disobey.
I might
Yeah,
be
but
one
you
of
didn't
the
yell at me or
few.
anything.
I would, if invited, because I'm a big conference tournament guy, and I love the those Thanksgiving tournaments. I'd go out. I have never been to Madison Square Garden. Homework next
the biggest
year.
tournament's
Marquette's
the
going to
real
be
deal.
better. Can I join you? Not to do any broadcasting. I want to do the show and the hit with you out at Madison Square Garden next year. I'm going to do that. Hey, that'd be fun.
Sure.
I'm in.
Now,
But we're
yes,
going to eat street
this
meat.
year-
We're going to go eat street meat.
Hot dog?
No,
Well,
I'm
some
not.
kind of street
You
meat.
can't tell me what to do. You can go eat street meat.
Well,
if
I
you
want us to be a team.
That's not kind of what I do.
Yeah,
I tend to check out the various McDonald's in the areas, big Dunkin' Donuts, and different breakfast places.
No. Will you
go
commit?
to New York and
Here's
eat
the
a
deal.
McDonald's?
Homer, will you commit?
Yes, I
will
have
you
points. I have 112,000 points. Yes, I get a free sausage biscuit in the morning. I sit down. You see the interesting group of people in New York, and I go other places too. But yes, I you
go to
a pizza place. They have good
Pizza Hut. You go to
I love
Pizza
the
Hut there, I'm
pizza.
sure,
2
which is
slices.
a great partner.
There's a pizza place right on the
That's
corner.
Pizza Hut. That's the only
2
pizza we
slices
eat.
for $5. Oh no,
Oh.
no, here you. And it's gotten cheaper and cheaper because I don't even think there's anything on it, but thin. It's
So Homer,
it's
will
just-
you commit to one street meat experience if I
Sure,
come
yes.
up?
With
Thank
you,
you.
yes,
All
yes.
right, Homer. Let's okay. Enough about street meat in New York and everything else.
We've consummated that discussion.
Do you trust Goody in what we've seen so far this offseason? Are you a yes, I trust Goody, or boy, I don't know what the hell's going on?
I will let you be the judge of that.
I already
trust him,
have.
but
You're our guest, and I'm
trust
asking
him.
you.
No, but I trust him, but not to do anything special. They're never going to win a Super Bowl with him around.
Ooh.
So
harsh.
if that's the standard, forget it. Now, I think it's possible. I don't even think they'll make one. Now, you saw this. This is what happens. Look at the research where you have young people, and they took over the first 3 years, right? Win the division, win the division, win the division. Get to 2 NFC championship games, and then not the third. And the 4 years since, what's happened? Nothing. They're 7th seed. And you look at all those young people they've talked about. If you don't get it done in the X number of years, they tend to don't get it done. It's not just in Green Bay, other places. So I'm willing to hope for the best. It's not like he's horrible. This is, what do you do when you're a B student, but you're now in a competition with really smart people? You ain't going to win. You're going to be good. So maybe they'll get lucky on some things that'll hit, and they can surprise everyone. But so where does that say? Does that say I trust him? If the standard is win a championship, no. They had a chance, and again, I probably need therapy for this, but they had a chance on multiple occasions to put, you know who I'm going to say, Jason. Go ahead.
John Schneider.
Yes, they had a chance to put him in positions as GM and to put him in position of president. He is special, has proved it already. He will in the future. And everybody, we might as well start finding therapy for all the Packer fans that are going to have to deal with him at various times when it hits them like it's hit me. So does that mean I believe in Goody or not? What is that? What is it? He's a beast.
I don't know. You kind of wildied that. I can't tell.
It's not wildy.
No, he did not wildy that at all. He said
they're
never. He literally said they're never going to win a title with Goody as the GM.
That's
correct.
fair,
That
he
ain't
did.
wildying.
And
That is
and
true.
part of it is because, to be fair to Goody, he doesn't pick the coach. They're going to have to put somebody in charge who runs things. Now,
Like
they got
Bob
away
Harlan
with
did.
it a little bit at the very beginning because what was the deal the first 3 years? They had something very special. You know what? It was Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Historically special.
That helps.
Now, yes, and that they still couldn't get it done. Some of it was on him. You can come up with the reasons why. But now, who's special? Who is special?
Micah, Tucker. They're both special.
Yes.
Jordan Love?
He's getting there.
Hope that would be something that could get him there. But
C. Watt?
My
C. Watt
history
healthy
of-
special?
No,
he is.
My history special is a defense. Maybe they'll be the first Packer team to do it, but I've lived with this for 60 years. Got to have a great defense to win in Green Bay. That's been the case every championship, even including Lombardi. So, yeah, that would be, I would say, it falls a lot on Micah Parsons. But, the last year he was in Dallas, they had the worst defense in the league. I think they were 32nd. So I believe
that
in
would be
him.
the
It's a
worst.
good
It's like
fit.
our special teams. Homer, are you as
A couple
excited
years
as I
they were
am
much
about the
better
fact
than
that Green Bay addressed a huge weakness? And we don't know how he's going to be, but at least
The
they addressed.
sky's the limit.
Good one, Jason. At least they addressed it, or you think it's a nothing burger?
No, I mean, it's not as big as you. You're obsessed with special teams. like I am with Snyder.
30-second punt return, no points.
Yeah.
Give
Well,
up
they'll get better.
70 different points to the Seahawks.
Right. So we'll see. But if the field goal kicker had been better and had it been through his career, you wouldn't be assessed. But, yes, it is a good thing. Yep.
All right, Homer, I know you. I'd love to talk Marquette basketball in the Big
It's more
East
like
tournament.
a good air conditioner in a car. It's not a good motor. It's not a good engine. That was an analogy.
It's a pretty good analogy there. Yeah. It's not as good as Whitecaps tipping over
Boy,
boats.
we
but
all
it's
are
pretty
becoming real needy about compliments, and myself included.
I'm not. I definitely am not needy about compliments. I
You
don't
just
need a damn
said
compliment.
that was a good
I'm
one,
too
wasn't
old.
it? That's not
Well,
asking.
No, he didn't. He said it was a Tausch
If it
one.
was a good Tausch, that's all.
Oh,
yeah.
That's kind of the same thing, but okay.
Only Tausch can comment if it's a good
All right.
Tausch.
Okay.
I need no help. I'm old. Doesn't matter. I'm done.
Two more things before we let you go. One, Tausch is all on board with the Wednesday before Thanksgiving NFL football game that is being floated as a possibility as soon as this year. Are you on board with that?
Sure. People love football. Have them every day of the week. Come on.
Give me
That's
more.
what they want to do. Have one game every day of the week. You have an
Entertain
NFL
me.
game. Let's go.
Entertain me. Yeah.
I mean, we're moving in that direction, are
Absolutely.
we not?
Yeah, we're getting close.
Not there yet, but
I think later in the season, I think if they could, they'd find a way to get 5 days
There
a
we
week.
go.
They'd do it.
yeah, later in the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tuesday night football.
I don't think. No, that's for the MAC.
Why not?
No, I think
How
they.
can you say no? Well, Thursday's okay. They don't get any rest. The players are all hurt.
Yep.
So.
But Tuesday, no way.
Can't get any worse.
Yeah, Tuesday's
I
crazy.
like
Wednesday's
one
all
game.
right though.
I like one game a night, certain nights. Right?
Yeah, let's just keep
So
it
you have-
rolling, baby.
They don't do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Maybe you have one day off. What day would you have off? Friday?
Tuesday.
No, I don't
Tuesday's your day off. I think Tuesday's
Yeah,
got to be the
early
day off.
morning.
Give it a little buffer.
All right,
But
Homer.
then when I have it every day but one, I'm going to be bummed on that one day.
Yeah, and I
that's
kind
the
of
point.
wish I'd also wish that they'd start earlier. I think there's too long of a layoff. I'd like us to start after the 4th of July. Let's get us going.
Mr.
Clearly, I've
Player
heard all
safety.
those coaches that love the number of games they have.
Hey,
in
you
the,
know those coaches don't want to
NBA
go on
and Major League
vacation.
Baseball.
They don't want. They don't.
By
They
the way,
want
can I
to. They
pose
want to
you a
play.
question?
They want to
Can I
work.
ask you a question?
Absolutely, you
How
can.
the hell did we lose to Italy in baseball?
Well, I think part
Do
of it
they
was the
even
coach.
have players?
You know, the coach thought that they were in already.
I know, but even if he played his kids, forget about thought they were in already. You would have thought we
Well,
could
they're
play
4-0.
high
Italy's
school
4-0,
beat
aren't
Italy.
they? Italy's beating everybody.
Yeah, Italy's a dominant force in the World Baseball Classic.
And of course, we all knew that. How is that? How is
I don't
Italy-
even know. Who
did
do
you
they
even
have on
think
their
they
team?
Played baseball.
Mike
Like, in Italy-
Gagliardi or whatever
in
his
Italy-
name is.
Right. In Italy, now their tennis has gotten really good too. But in Italy, it's all about soccer, right?
I think
assume what other
you could
sports?
say that about almost all European countries.
I would have thought baseball was right up there with curling in Italy, but clearly not. Name one. Joe DiMaggio?
Joe
Tom
DiMaggio
Gugliotta.
is exactly what I was going to
Gugliotta.
say. Tom Gugliotta. All right, Homer, we know we need to let you go. Last thing, there's a...
I'm very excited about Marquette winning because I want them to then get a chance to play UConn the next game because UConn thinks they're going to beat them by 100, and they might, but I want to see. That will tell me how good Marquette has become you can play UConn a second time and not get destroyed, and knowing that they're going to try to beat them by 100 like they did St. John's.
Homer, how big of a jerk was Hurley on the sidelines that day?
It was an intentional jerk. He does everything. He knew the game was over. They lost the game. It was down to .4. He's been upset with the officiating in the conference, but he's just nuts. So everything he does is planned. He acts like it's not, but it is totally planned. And so he wanted them to know that he's upset with the officiating, and kind of like Al McGuire used to do, at some point you do something to, I don't know what. He made the mistake of bumping or whatever. He says it's not a bump. Come on.
Bumps and a bump. Bumps and a bump.
If you touch somebody, it's a bump. I touched him, but I didn't bump him. Okay? I'll let you guys decide that. But anyway, it's never just like he acts like, oh, I just lost control. No, he doesn't. He's a great coach. I mean, it's UConn. I'll leave you with this. UConn is the greatest college men's basketball program in the history of the sport.
No, UCLA.
The school.
No.
Not the coach.
UCLA cheated.
UCLA was one coach. One coach.
Oh,
one
good
coach.
caveat.
That's it. It's a huge caveat because it's almost always a coach. Go look at all the great schools in Indiana.
Duke,
At Duke, at UConn.
Yeah.
Stores is not the end of the world, but it should be.
Are you getting honked at?
Stores isn't the end of the world, but it should be. It's a great line.
He stole that from George Raveling about Washington State. Homer, I think Homer's right.
Homer's right.
Titles, 26 years, they've won 6 titles with 3 different coaches.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Nobody's even close.
Homer's right.
And given the expansion and how many games you got to win, stuff like that. So it's hard for me to believe. I can't comprehend.
Homer's right.
Homer, before you go, we have fans that are very interested in this. Not Marquette. Sorry, not UConn.
Okay. That's fine.
How do you accumulate 112,000 McDonald's points, and how do you use them on every visit then?
They're concerned about you.
Like, there's some concern that you're eating there too much.
That supersize me, dude.
No.
Some people want to steal your password.
Breakfast, you get double points. My son, who's an artist, when we get together, he always usually likes a large mocha frappe and a large hot French vanilla latte. That adds up the points. The key, though, is breakfast. You get double points. I don't use them. I've been waiting to use them, but now they've moved the frappe to you can use points on that. So the points are going to go down rapidly.
Like, I feel like that many points, you could get your own franchise.
I don't think so, but the thought did cross my mind. 110,000 points. But I'm glad you asked now, because once we start using it on the frappes for my son, it's going to disappear rapidly. But thanks.
Homer, enjoy New York.
Record. You know anybody else that's got 110,000?
I don't know anyone. That's, I think, why we're all so impressed.
Can't say we do.
Yeah. Breakfast, you get double points. Understand? Please.
Good to know.
Trying to help people.
Bye. Enjoy New York City. Be safe out there, and enjoy the Big East tournament. That is Steve the Homer True. That was a lot. We've got the 11 o'clock hour starting in 2 minutes after I tell you, March 27th cannot get here soon enough, not only because we're excited about Finalysis Live, but I think my vocal cords are in dire need of getting to that point, because, as I've told you many times, that limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling and dealing son of a gun. Woo! Ric Flair is coming to Milwaukee March 27th at the Riverside Theater. Thanasis Antetokounmpo hosts Finalysis Live with WWE Hall of Famer and global icon himself, Ric Flair. Woo! This isn't a cameo. This isn't some 5-minute interview. Full live show, high energy, unfiltered storytelling, behind-the-scenes moments that you've never heard about. And if you know Thanasis, you know he's going to bring the juice as well. The energy, the laughs, the surprises. And when Ric Flair grabs a mic, you know that anything can happen. Tickets are limited, so lock them in for yourself right now. TALiveshow.com. TALiveshow.com. Finalysis Live, March 27th at the Riverside Theater, presented by Gruber Offices and Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Say it with me. Woo! Woo! The 11 o'clock hour starts in 2 minutes. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here for Iron Jock. As a former athlete, I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. From the gym to the pickleball court, Iron Jock keeps you dry, comfortable, and confident. Upgrade to Iron Jock. Available now at ironjock.com.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison and streamers everywhere. I'm Jesse Nelson. Sports Center brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, trusted and local experts providing the best quality roofs, siding, windows, and doors, expertly installed and at an affordable price. Get your free estimate today at ridgetopexteriors.com. NFL free agency in full swing. The open negotiating period continuing with a flurry of activity over the last 48 hours until 3 o'clock Central Time this afternoon. That designates the official start of the new league year in the NFL. That means all of the reported deals, trades, free agent signings, and so on, can officially become official. That includes all the moves for the Green Bay Packers, most recently agreeing to terms with Skyy Moore, wide receiver and special teams return man, formerly of the San Francisco 49ers, according to reports, bolstering the Packers' special teams, a position of need, no doubt. Plenty to talk about. Bryan Bulaga joined Wilde and Tausch this morning. A lot of insights on the offensive line decisions Brian Gutekunst has made over the last several days. You can check out that full appearance available on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch begins now. And I don't know if this rises to the level of the breaking news sounder, but it does begin with some breaking news. Jesse, can I interest you in hitting that button?
Why, certainly.
Oh, baby, now this is some breaking news.
The Green Bay Packers keeping another one of their own.
Not
What does that
Sheeto.
sound
Is it Sheeto? That'd be crazy if it was Sheeto.
It is not Sheeto, no. This guy was going to be a restricted free agent.
That doesn't count. There's collusion. Nobody signs restricted free agents. We know
Well,
that.
he didn't get a
Baltimore might.
He didn't get a restricted free agent tender, and those don't become official until, as Jesse has pointed out, in his Sports Center's 3 p.m. anyway. The Packers re-signing Brenton Cox.
Oh, what?
That's not a breaking news sound.
Come on. That's abuse of the breaking news.
Yep. You can
Flag.
poo-poo.
Yeah.
You can poo-poo if you want, but Micah Parsons is not going to be ready for the opener.
You don't know that.
No. Micah Parsons said he's not going to be ready for the opener.
You said that old boy would never be ready by Halloween either last year.
Micah Parsons
You
said
did say that.
he's not going to be ready for the opener.
I bet you he's closer to playing in the opener than he is by Halloween.
Didn't he say he will be ready to play Dallas without knowing when they're going to play Dallas?
All I know is that he said he's hoping to be back in September. He knows he won't be ready for the opener. They traded Rashan Gary. They did not re-sign Kingsley Enagbare. So right now, theoretically on opening day, their edge rushers for that game are Lucas Van Ness, Brenton Cox, Barron Sorrell, and Colin Oliver. And if I am Caleb Williams, I am not super nervous about that. So, yes, Brenton Cox re-signing.
Caleb Williams got playing left tackle for him.
Sheeto.
Maybe.
He can't just plan to run away from Rashan Gary the way they were game planning.
You know who's an interesting follow is, I don't know, who's this Terrence Parsons? Is that Micah's brother? It
is his brother,
He
yes.
is a very intriguing follow on social media.
What makes you say that, Tausch?
I sensed he's not a big Rashan Gary fan, and I also sense he's not a big Sheeto fan. Like, look at his tweets. It's kind of interesting.
He
He's very outspoken.
I think there's a theory that Micah Parsons isn't a huge Rashan Gary fan either.
Well, that has been pretty crystal clear.
Some targeting going on social media.
Hey, what does that mean? I don't get it. What do you mean by that? We will see.
Show me for asking a question.
Is that bad? Is that bad that Micah Parsons has been kind of somewhat transparent in his, without saying his name? It would appear that he was not a big fan of Rashan Gary. That's fair?
I don't know. I think part of leadership is being honest and telling people what they don't want to hear.
If you don't mention them by name, are you telling
because
them
you want
what
to
they
be a
don't
good
want to hear?
teammate publicly, but from a private standpoint, I mean, not everything's going to be kumbaya. And it has become somewhat clear, and Micah would have to speak on this. I can't speak for him, and I don't know if his brother can. But he's obviously, when they're asking what the most important thing in a pass rusher is, it's pursuit.
An effort.
An effort, which is true. But Micah, man, I'll tell you what, I could listen to him talk ball, because when he got into, his first step, and he understands, like, he gets it, man. Like, he wants to get that tackle. He's explaining what he needs to see from the offensive tackle, and he's 100% right. And the elite pass rushers never stop their feet. They get you uncomfortable with their speed, with their power, and with their moves. That's where Mike is at, and he's worked hard at it. I hope that LVN and other players pick up. They don't obviously have the same talent level that Micah has, but you can get a lot out of it. And it does feel like he has been very critical of Rashan Gary, and I don't think that has 100% of the reason why Rashan is not here anymore. But I'm certain if Bryan Gutekunst asked his opinion, Micah doesn't seem to be one that will hold a lot of punches.
No. Be that as it may, I will argue with you that
you
Brenton
more concerned
Cox,
about the O-line or the D-line?
That's a great question. I think I might actually, because they're not going to have Micah Parsons ready for the opener, and we all think they're going to play the Bears in the opener, which is kind of an important way to start the season. I think right now I would say the D-line. Not by a lot, but they're basically running it back with 4 of their 5 starters on the offensive line.
This is what always happens when you do things on a daily basis like we do. You overreact. And I get it. I do too. I'm not
overreacting.
I'm not castigating you as being an overreactor, but
I feel like I'm being
well,
castigated.
you are overreacting, because right now there's a lot of unknowns. And guys, the league year has not started yet. Like, there are guys this is not going to be the entire D-line of who the Green Bay Packers roll out there.
No, they're
going to
draft people for sure.
They're going to
You're right
draft
about
people,
that.
and they're going to pick some people up. I don't know if it's going to be Calais Campbell. I don't know if they're going to go that crazy
He's like
old.
twice the age of what Goody wants on his team.
I don't know if they'll do that. But I'm guessing if Gannon has his way, he's going to say the dude is a stud. He's going to bring this edge that we're looking for. The dude's 6'9" and powerful.
He played against you.
Yeah, he's old and big and strong and tough.
But how many guys are still in the league that played against you?
Nah, I'm sure there's not a ton. I don't know. I'd have to take a long, hard look, but it's going to be pretty few and far between. But my point is, we can sit here. Now, the O-line, you could say the same thing. I don't think they're looking at bringing in another preferred starter. I don't know what Green Bay's thoughts are. I would guess that nose tackle position, whether it's going to be, I don't know. There's going to be another body brought in and a push. But I'm not as worried. I don't think Mike is going to be out as long as you do. And I believe that, there is, I think, LVN, Sorrell, there's going to be enough with whoever is going to be the reinforcement. This is not going to be the unit that Green Bay rolls out against the Bears opening weekend.
Okay, but you're going to have Devontae Wyatt back. He'll be in one of the defensive tackle spots. It'll either be Carl Brooks or it'll be a young draft pick that they pick on day 2 since they don't have a first-round pick. And then it'll be are they really going to draft an edge who is going to play ahead of LVN and play ahead of whoever they choose to start at the other side without Micah Parsons for the opener? Like, I doubt it.
You don't know. But, yeah, I would doubt it, too.
So I don't think their defensive line is going to change all that much between now and the opener. Yes, if Micah Parsons was going to be back for the opener, I wouldn't have said defensive end. But we've been talking about how we think they're going to open with the Bears. If you want to win the division, the Bears are this outlier who somehow won the division going 2-4 against the division opponents last year.
And it was a fluky 2-4.
Yes, so that's a pretty big one. Just like beating the Lions to open the season felt pretty big at the time.
Turns out it wasn't.
Well, because of the way they played down the stretch. But the Packers would have won the division had they not fallen apart down the stretch. So I think the defensive line is a legit concern. I do.
I'm not arguing that it's not a concern. I would never put that ahead of the O-line as far as where my concern level is, though. That I would not do.
Yeah. We need to play trivia. Jesse, who's your caller and what's your topic?
It is a Wisconsin Geography Wednesday.
Oh, this is the best.
Did Hunter write these?
No, he did not.
Hunter's not happy with you.
I don't blame him.
You try to get everybody but Hunter to write the trivia, and then you write trivia. One of them was the most ugly worded. Nobody understood.
It was poor.
Even our contestant was like, I don't get what is this?
I mean, we do.
Although he got it right,
we do have a perfect week going. Yeah, so say what you will. Did you learn something?
I did learn something. I don't remember what, but I do remember learning.
It was
something.
informative.
He doesn't remember what he learned, but he learned it.
It was insightful. It was challenging. Is the third question.
Caller 16
I learned
for
a lot about
Wisconsin Geography Wednesday trivia
last night.
Dude, it's 11:30.
No, I'm just telling you, I learned a lot.
Why?
Eleanor is doing a report. And, she is doing it, and I was like, dang, this is super impressive. I actually asked, did she use AI? That's how good it was. So I don't think Nicaragua is going to be on
What is the most
Wisconsin.
Interesting thing you learned about Nicaragua from
2
Eleanor?
civil wars and a lot of toucans. A lot of toucans down there.
Sure.
Only country that was kind of colonized by 2 different operations in that region of the world, which I thought was interesting.
Which operations were they?
Spain and England.
You don't know that.
No, I just said it was Spain and England.
You and Nicaragua have a lot in common because you always have 2 cans of Coors Light in your hand.
A lot of volcanoes also down there. People volcano surf in Nicaragua.
Seems dangerous.
Caller 16 for Nicaraguan trivia. Oh, wait, sorry. No, it's Wisconsin Geography trivia. Caller 16, 844-770-3776, 844-770-3776. Caller 16 plays trivia after Tausch tells us what Prize Picks has as its projection for Eleanor's grade on her Nicaraguan report.
Oh, it's going to be an A, and you can go more on that because it was an outstanding report, and it's an outstanding time to get in with Prize Picks because March hoops are here. It is nonstop action all the way through the month, and Prize Picks is there for you. Use that code WI. You get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup, and it is simple to play. Pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. Your picks get right, you cash in, you build your lineups across all of the sports throughout the month of March. It is an absolute treat, and I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of fun little promos along the way. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code WI, and that gets you $50 in lineups after you play that first $5 lineup. Again, code WI for the great state of Wisconsin to get that $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good
to be right. Hopefully you'll get all three right on trivia if you're caller 16. That's next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tausch here, and I can't wait until we get back to playing football again, but since it's going to be a little bit before we do that, you know what makes it feel more like football season? The cool, refreshing taste of an ice-cold Coors Light. No matter what season it is, whether it's before, during, or after a big game, or you just need a moment to chill, crack open a Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light. Coors Light is brewed with a 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filtered, and cold packaged, so it's actually made to chill. The mountains on Coors Light's cold-activated bottles and cans turn blue when chilled to perfection, which, besides the refreshing taste, is my favorite thing about drinking Coors Light. Refreshingly cold and only 102 calories, Coors Light is made to chill. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app.
This loss is as painful to Packer fans as you can ever imagine.
A customizable homepage, easier and quicker live listening. Your shows at the touch of a fingertip. Available in Apple and Android app stores.
I have no evidence behind that whatsoever. It's just a feeling I have, and that might just be because I'm scared of this rivalry in the playoffs.
Your one-stop shop for ESPN Wisconsin. The brand new ESPN Wisconsin app. Download it today.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
Spring is here, and living with your old, drafty, foggy, dirty, hard-to-open, bad windows is no longer an option. You deserve better windows and doors. At Siding Unlimited, we install top-of-the-line wood, vinyl, and fiberglass windows with options to fit your style, color, and design choices. Built for energy efficiency, installed by our professional craftsmen at Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited. Experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Visit sidingunlimited.com today.
If you're looking for something fun to do this spring, come join us Saturday, May 16th for Mark Osiki's 8th annual Casting for Kids Fishing Tournament to benefit the American Family Children's Hospital and UW Carbone Cancer Center. We've raised $1 million for the kids so far. The event is a blast. We fish the Madison chain of lakes before live and silent auctions at the Alliant Energy Center. All kinds of sports memorabilia, guided trips, and a chance to win an Alumacraft fishing boat. So come join us on May 16th. Sign up today at castingforkids.org.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. Get 0% APR for 24 to 60 months on new 2025 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter cargo and crew vans. This also includes the courtesy vehicle fleet, where Mercedes-Benz Sprinter vans have over 12 currently that qualify. Excludes e-Sprinter, Sprinter 30th Edition Cargo. Monthly payments for 24 months equals $41.66 per $1,000 borrowed. Monthly payments for 60 months equals $16.67 per $1,000 borrowed. No down payment required. Minimum is $20,000 financed. Maximum $100,000 financed with approval through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services. Stop in off the Beltline and Rimrock Road, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com and check out the Mercedes-Benz Sprinter area, and you'll walk away with a vehicle that will help maximize your business. This offer expires March 31st, 2026. So hurry up, and you'll be driving a new Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van.
Listen up, Wisconsin. The next evolution of social and sports entertainment is here. PinSeekers is now Pin Social. Fresh facility upgrades with new games and social areas. Same great food and membership deals. Come play, compete, and connect at the new Pin Social. Now open in DeForest.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
great to have Jesse back after he was out yesterday. We'll judge his questions, but he's already landed us.
Matt, is there anything, and I know the roads and everything else, but I love a March snowfall. I do.
Thanks for sharing that.
You're welcome.
But Jesse has at least gotten us a first-time contestant for Wilde and Tausch Trivia presented by Cousin Subs and Iron Jock.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is brought to you by Iron Jock, performance apparel that actually performs. No stink, just performance, and proudly Wisconsin built. Shop now at ironjock.com. And by Cousin Subs. It's lobster season at Cousin Subs. Their lobster salad sub is fresh, flavorful, and only here for a limited time. Try it today.
Glad to see that button work today. Let's welcome in our first-time contestant. It is Jamie in Waukesha. Jamie, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm well, thank you. How are you guys doing?
We are great. Here is question number 1 for you. If you were Jesse Nelson...
Oh, boy.
There's a lot of ways we could go with that, but I'm just going to continue reading what's written.
Yeah. I thought this was Geography Wednesday, but let's go with it.
If you were Jesse Nelson driving from Janesville to Wausau on Saturday afternoon, which interstate would you travel on for the majority of your trip? Is it I-39, I-45, or I would rather have Hunter make trivia questions?
A-39.
Quick point of order. Could Jamie have said C and still been given credit?
No, because the question was asking which road would you be traveling on primarily, and that would be incorrect. That's a statement on the trivia.
That seems like a loophole to me.
Being asked.
Good job, Jamie. Question 2 is this.
Thank you.
Latitudinally, which of these Wisconsin high
See
school
if Jamie
bowling
could jump in and start doing that thanalysis live read for you.
That'd be great. I'm totally on board with that. Woo! Latitudinally, which of these Wisconsin high school bowling state championship schools is located the farthest east? The farthest east. Is it Watertown, Sun Prairie, or Chilton?
Watertown.
And the perfect week is over.
Good run.
Tausch is right.
What?
Chilton is correct, right by Brothertown. Dan and Brothertown. All right, let's start a new streak.
Sorry, everyone.
It's not your. You really. It only hurts you.
Way to go,
because now
Jamie.
you've got fewer entries than other people that have played so far this week. Question 3. Let's bounce back, Jamie. In which Wisconsin county is the village of Amherst located? Okay. Is Amherst located in Portage County, Waushara County, or Taylor County?
Amherst is outside of Point. So I'm going to go with, I can't remember. B. Let's go B.
B. Waushara County?
I immediately agree. I was thinking the same way. It's got to be Portage, right? Yeah.
Portage County.
That's right. Portage is not in Portage County.
No,
Yeah,
Portage
that's
is
wild,
not.
isn't it? I've always been amazed by
Portage,
that.
Columbia County,
Got to be
right?
better.
Monroe
Gotta
is
be
not in
better.
Monroe County. Portage is not in Portage County. There's a couple others, too, where the city is not in the name of the
Gotta be
county.
better.
Fascinated by counties. I think
Madison
it's
is not in Madison County.
Good one.
All right, Jamie. You brought a lot of energy.
Thank you.
I'm excited for your first-time contestancy. Unfortunately,
He
you only
did
got
bring
one
good.
right.
He brought great vibes.
He did. Very good vibe.
Consummated his first trivia
Indeed,
experience.
he did. Nicely done, Jesse.
Kind of a
nervous.
sloppy consummation.
A little nervous being on the big show, but yeah.
Come on. So, Jamie, you got one right. You got 2 entries in
All right.
Friday's drawing. But you more importantly, you participated for the first time. I'm not going anywhere near any more of this. So next time you'll be better. Thanks for playing. We appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
That is Wilde and Tausch trivia.
Love
Jesse,
Portage County, part of the Potato Corridor. Portage.
Is Waushara County also part of it?
What city is Waushara? What is Waushara?
Like
is that Wapaka?
Weston might be in that one. It's on the way. It was on 39 on the way up to Wausau.
Okay.
Kind of an
Weston, which is not close to Hubertus.
No, Weston is closer to Wausau.
Weston's on the way to Wausau.
Yeah, no, it's close to Wausau.
But that's like where the sign. There's an old school sign for Waushara County on the right hand side of the road.
It's a very sexy sign. Maybe one of the sexiest of all the county signs.
You don't need to hop on a plane, board a cruise ship, or drive through Waushara County to feel like you've escaped. Would you knock it off? There's 17 minutes left in the show.
Oh, by the way, we have a mandate. We need to be out for Rich, so let's get moving with this.
Tell us more about Nicaragua while you're at it.
I can. Hell of a report by E.
Great job.
Your next getaway is waiting in Milwaukee at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Start with the Stay, the biggest hotel rooms in Milwaukee. Nearly 500 beautifully designed rooms and luxury suites perfect for a weekend reset, a date night, or celebrating something big. And room service, absolutely. Plus, on top of that, you're steps away from everything that's happening inside. And if you're hungry, you've got options, and a lot of them. Premium steaks at Dream Dance Steakhouse. Pizza, burritos, and quick bites at the Marketplace. Rockin' Brews for a high-energy vibe. Canal Street Cafe. Ruyi Asian Kitchen. Cream City Coffee Company. Food and drink specials happening all the time. And if you're planning a wedding, a birthday, or an anniversary, their event spaces are built to make that unforgettable. Sophisticated relaxation, incredible flavor, and a full night out all in one place. Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Whoa, Nelly is next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tauscher here for Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust. Well, if we were putting together a bracket of auto dealers, I can guarantee that Zimbrick Chevrolet would be a number one seed. Whether you're in need of a quick tune-up or minor repair from the outstanding service team, or it's time to begin the process of buying a new or used vehicle with a friendly salesperson, Zimbrick Chevrolet is truly the name you can trust. But you don't have to just take my word for it. Stop by Main Street in Sun Prairie to see for yourself why Zimbrick Chevrolet is consistently recognized as a best of Madison operation. And to see service options or to check out new and used vehicle inventory, start by logging on to ZimbrickChevrolet.com to see everything Zimbrick has to offer. A slam dunk number one seed for any auto experience. Zimbrick Chevrolet on Main Street in Sun Prairie is the name you can trust.
It's all about the green and gold and nonsense on Kyle, Brust, and Nordman.
I've come to the point where I've accepted that Goody will never turn the Packers into a truly great team. The only way to be like an actual Super Bowl team, for this Goody-led team to show up in the Super Bowl, Jordan Love will have to be the MVP. That's the only way I see it.
Kyle, Brust, and Nordman. Presented by Michelob Ultra, the superior light beer. Weekdays from 2 till 4 on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Wisconsin weather doesn't wait, and neither should you. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we make upgrading your home simple. Right now, order today and get 0% interest until 2032. You heard me right. 0% interest all the way until 2032. Upgrade your windows and doors now and pay over time without paying interest. With our 10-year limited warranty, you can feel confident in your investment. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. 3/31/2026.
Every act of change begins with a neighbor. When neighbors connect through the Feeding America network, small actions ripple into lasting impact. Feeding America, led by neighbors. Take action to end hunger now at feedingamerica.org.
This is Coach Greg Gard. Strong teams succeed with the right partners. Bank CMG works closely with Wisconsin business owners, offering local insight, modern tools, and honest guidance you can trust. They take the time to understand your goals and help you build something sustainable. Whether you're managing cash flow, planning for growth, or navigating change, having the right banking partner matters. When your business matters, your bank should too. BankCMG.com.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
With me is Sarah Pavlik, business manager at LSM Chiropractic. They have business technology from James Imaging Systems.
In a world where everybody's just a number and everybody's so busy being busy, they make you feel important, and I'm sure they have a lot of things going on.
One thing James Imaging Systems has going on is providing their clients with business technology expertise to get better work done and more value out of every dollar.
Absolutely. I cannot put a price or just a word on the value we've saved in every which direction. My time getting the company has saved money as well.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation, and unmatched business technology expertise. Right, Sarah?
Correct. Yes. It's nice to reflect back and say we have a partner, not just a vendor.
James Imaging Systems. Call 608-221-3457 or visit jamesimaging.com.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. Coming up Wednesday, we break down the latest from the NFL free agency front, and Giants running back Cam Scatterbo joins us. That's Wednesday on The Rich Eisen Show on Disney+, the ESPN app, and ESPN Radio.
It's time for Wonelli, but it's also confession time for one Jesse J. Nelson.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Wonelli
on Wilde and Tausch.
Those YouTube commenters always annoyingly holding me accountable. I made a mistake in the trivia questions.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Latitudinally measures north and south, as we always do. Latitudinally, which city is located furthest north or which is located farthest south.
Are you sure longitudinally doesn't go north-south?
No, longitude lines run north-south, which means they measure east-west.
Okay.
Same opposite for the latitude.
I agree with you on that.
So I should have said longitudinally which city is located farthest east. In the realm of asking the question which city is located farthest east, Chilton was still the correct answer. It is also the farthest north, so no matter what, Watertown was not going to be the right answer.
I appreciate when people are holding you accountable. That's great. Thank you, YouTubers.
So your argument then is, despite the erroneous question, Jamie does not in any way benefit from it. We don't give him we don't have him call in tomorrow and do a replacement question in fairness to him?
No, the ruling on the trivia stands.
Oh, he was wrong. And Jamie would admit that. He was wrong.
Watertown, no matter what, would not have been the right answer there. But congratulations to Watertown, Sun Prairie, and Chilton, all on their high school bowling state championships as teams, as well as Sussex Hamilton, which didn't make the trivia.
Kudos to the
Where is that latitudinally?
I cannot believe you have lived. You have not talked any bowling.
It's been too big of a week.
You got a couple days here. I'm sure you'll be able to fit some.
Whoa, Nelly!
If Team USA doesn't advance in the World Baseball Classic, will Mark DeRosa, not knowing that they had not already advanced, be one of the all-time coaching blunders in sports history?
If we're being honest here, how much do people care? No. The answer is no. Is it a mistake? And that's why a lot of times it's better to sometimes stay quiet. Unfortunately or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, we got 15 hours a week on here, so we're not going to have that luxury. But in his case, during the actual WBC, probably been better had he not, because if you don't know that he said that, you'd never know that he didn't know it. And I think we'd all be better off if we didn't know that he didn't know.
I thought we appreciate accountability.
We don't appreciate stupidity. I mean, you go coach a 12U baseball tournament. You know the tiebreakers, and everybody's always looking. Oh, we got to win this by 6 runs, or we got to score 3 more goals in order to advance. You don't do that there. This is much higher stakes. You tell me nobody, and then whoever's doing the questioning, they should have known. Somebody in our position talking to him could have said, "Yo, coach, no, y'all need to win tonight. Throw Scooball back out there." Well, what are you doing? You can't limp in. You're not going to end up getting in. But, yeah, shucks, shoot, Muskie, I'll get her done tonight up there. And the next thing you know, they down their leg, and they're probably going home.
Was Larry the cable guy one of the media members?
You play baseball. You got to play baseball. You can win baseball games in order to advance in the baseball tournament.
It's getting worse.
Probably.
That's it for Wonelli. We need to wrap things up next after I tell you about Bucks Plus on the Bucks Plus Audio Network. You can tune into that. Presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. You can find it on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get your podcasts. Bucks Plus, presented by... I was going to say Gruber Law Offices, which I have a tendency to do from time to time.
Gallagher.
Presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. We wrap things up next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
We're on the Badgers.
All of the great moments, beating Illinois, beating Michigan State.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
It doesn't mean anything at all if they don't get to a second weekend of the NCAA tournament.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN.
Mark Tauscher here for Iron Jock. As a former athlete, I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. From the gym to the pickleball court, Iron Jock keeps you dry, comfortable, and confident. Upgrade to Iron Jock. Available now at ironjock.com.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Bruner Realty, providing excellent real estate and property management services in the Madison area for over 30 years. Contact their team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to get housed today. Seems like yesterday since Zach Showalter's clutch 3-ball to force overtime against Florida, the last time Wisconsin appeared in the Sweet 16. Showalter on what he'd tell this current Badger squad ahead of the tournament.
It's the best couple of weeks of your life, and if you can put together a couple wins here and extending your run, you just have so much fun, and you build so many memories with the guys in that locker room. That's what you're going to remember for years to come.
Replay Showy's appearance on the Jump Around on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Order today and get 0% interest until 2032 at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Upgrade now, pay no interest until 2032. Visit PellaWI.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise. From our family to yours, roofing, windows, siding, gutters, and doors. Your solution-based company, community strong, and service that will please. Get a free estimate today. The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
$2.3 million. A recent Schwab survey of Americans says that it takes $2.3 million to be wealthy. But you may have had your financial plans set on a bigger or a more humble number. But if you're looking for added insights on how to get there or how to avoid some tax pitfalls on the way, Annex Wealth Management is ready to listen. Mark Tauscher here, and whether your situation is complex or simple, the Annex Wealth Management team can give you wealth expertise and guidance on reaching your goals. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
It's bracket season, and there's no better place to watch the tournament than right on the water at Christie's Landing. Join me and the guys from KBN, Kyle, Brust, and Ortman on Thursday, March 19th from 2 to 5 p.m. We'll be on upset alert as all the drama unfolds. Grab your crew and enjoy Bud Light buckets and Neutral buckets, 5 for the price of 4 drinks. A slam dunk of a deal. Tip off the basketball tournament with KBN at Christie's Landing, Thursday, March 19th from 2 to 5 p.m.
We're on the Badgers.
All of the great moments, beating Illinois, beating Michigan State.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
It doesn't mean anything at all if they don't get to a second weekend of the NCAA tournament.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN.
We got to get to Rich Eisen, but not until Tausch says goodbye to us, because he's headed to the Big Ten tournament.
Excited. I'm really hoping. Obviously, you go down, and I got planning on going Thursday and Friday, but obviously that's up to the University of Wisconsin. But that'll be fun if we get that battle, because if we win, Illinois
tomorrow.
Illinois would be Friday.
Or Friday, that's what I mean. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited. I've never
those
been.
Brackets are hard to read. I know that.
What's that? Those brackets?
Those brackets are hard. So wait, are you not staying if they keep playing?
I have to get back Friday night. So no, and unfortunately, yeah, I'm telling you. What do you want me to do?
You're not going to stay if they play Michigan on Saturday?
I just told you I'm not going to stay. Yeah, I'd love to be there, but I won't be there.
That's terrible.
All right, well, we'll miss you. Maybe we'll talk to you on Friday.
Why don't you get Rich? Yeah, I'm going to meet up with Rich Eisen down there.
Safe travels. Rich Eisen is next. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch? Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial-free full show podcast.